Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone doing? Right, the fourth and final T20 between South Africa and Pakistan. South Africa need to win this match to draw the series. They cannot win this series. Pakistan, though, we are 2-1 up in the series, and it's now a case of can we consolidate our lead, get a 3-1 lead in victory, really, in this series, and then win both the ODI series and the T20 series, which would have been fantastic to do in South Africa. I'm not sure the last time we would have done that, but it would still be impressive, I think. And I'm looking forward to seeing us do it, to be honest with you. I think it's going to be, I'm backing us. I'm backing us. That's what I'm going to go for. I'm going to go for a Pakistan win because, it's my team, man. And I've been a bit more optimistic and upbeat because I feel like Pakistan in the last few months, yes, they've been unpredictable at times, but for the most part, they've actually been pretty good, I think, in all three formats, to be honest. Yes, there's always things to improve. And yes, I don't think they are in the top three, probably, countries at the moment. But I genuinely think at the moment, we are in a pretty good situation. Fahim Ashraf looks like he's just hurt his hand there, actually, which is interesting. Have they just dislocated a finger or something? Because they're holding it in place. Ugh, horrible. No, it's okay. I think he's. Also, Fraz is running out, doing a little jog with his pink training top on. I've also got the medic come on as well. So it's 85 for 2, by the way, of 10.1 overs. Klaassen and Van der Dussen are both in at the moment. Van der Dussen is batting really well, 37 or 24. Markram, who has been the danger man for South Africa for the whole series, really. He scored 3 consecutive 50s. Today, though, he wasn't able to capitalize once again. He fell cheaply for 10. And I think since then, that definitely helped Pakistan's cause because we were in a case of thinking, well, Markram and Yanran Milan, even, sorry, they can build and really take the game away from you. But to get Markram out for 11, it was, or 5 balls, he hit 1 for 1-6. Nawaz got him LBW, though. And Fahim got Milan quite cheaply, I would say. Milan was looking quite good. He was 33 or 28. He was going slightly slowly, got a bit tied down by Fahim, who bowls a very good line and length and just puts it on a spot, really. And he tried to charge him and chipped it straight to mid off, didn't get the elevation required. And now it's a case of these two rebuilding and then pushing on. So let's see what they do, I think, going forward. I'm hoping that Pakistan can pick up another wicket here. Fahim Ashraf's only gone for 4 of his 1.1 overs so far and a wicket as well to boot. The current run rate is 8.36. And I am definitely looking forward to it. Let me know as well if you can hear me okay. Because I want to make sure that everyone can hear me okay as well. So Bavuma, look at the opening options. They've got a lot. Bavuma's open for them. De Kock, Hendricks, Milan, and Markram. Now, Markram has a strike rate of 171. So, I mean, oh, they've got so many options. Who do you go with? I think Reza Hendricks is probably the only one that probably won't be in contention. He's got a strike rate of 120 odd. So you've got Markram, Milan, De Kock, and Bavuma. But Bavuma can bat lower down. But those three, what are you going to do? Markram has been ridiculous. That's unbelievable numbers. Yeah. Oh, what a shot from Klaassen off the back foot, but very good fielding there. Mm. Yeah, Faf du Plessis as well. Mm. Yeah, very good fielding on the boundary. Very good stuff from Haider Ali. Oh, good slow ball there outside the off stump. Good to see. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, the commentators are saying about Babar Azam playing a certain way, but I think you need to be a certain type of player to. Um, you need to be a certain. Yeah, you do. You definitely need to be a certain type of player to just be able to manipulate the field and score nine. Like for example, Babar Azam 101 scored nine off Tabrez Shamsi in the third T20, and not a single boundary was in that over. And I think that shows a level of class. I think, and that shows the difference between a world class player and an elite player. Babar Azam is definitely an elite player now. I think it's definitely difficult to say he's not. I think he is 110%. So, that, if anyone that doesn't know as well, the men's T20 World Cup in India starts October and runs towards November as well. So that'll be really exciting. I'm looking forward to that so much. It'll be fantastic, I think, to watch. It really will be. Um, yeah, let's have a look and see. Guys in the chat as well, let me know what you think. How do you think this match is going to go? I think South Africa are in a pretty decent spot. I wouldn't say they're in a bad spot at all. I think they just need to accelerate from here. In the last 10 now, they're over halfway through. It's 87 for two. That was a fantastic over from Fahim Ashraf, only two off it. So it's 87 for two off 11 overs. And Hassan Ali has come back on. He was quite expensive, well, very expensive in the last T20. He actually went for 22, and his first one here went for 17. So Markram, I think, tearing him apart. Hassan Ali needs to tighten up for sure. He's a bit loose at times, and I think that's something that he can definitely improve on. Better though, bit tighter as well. Into the stumps, kind of bowling more wicket to wicket, which is what you want to see from Hassan Ali. And I've been impressed actually overall with Pakistan's temperament because I think it's been a lot better as of late. A lot better. Oh, see that's good. Back of a length, hitting the deck hard, rushing the batsman. He's skiddy. He's skiddy is Hassan Ali. So if he bowls that length, it will just rush on. Mm. Oh, good shot. Very good shot from Klaassen. Just, yeah, onto the leg side and just crashes that through the offside between cover and mid off. Fantastic shot from Heinrich Klaassen. You know, they make a really good point about AB de Villiers because if AB de Villiers is going to be fit, who do you then pick in that side? Because in the middle, they've got so many options. Crazy. Can you imagine AB de Villiers playing for South Africa in the T20 World Cup? They've got him, De Kock, Markram. They've got Milan. They've got Duplessis as well. They've got Bavuma. Carnage, absolute carnage. I tell you what, the South Africa side is underrated. Van der Dussen. How are they going to fit everyone in? If everyone's actually available and fit, David Miller. We've only got six batting spots. Verena as well. Like he batted really well on the ODIs. I think he should have had a chance in these T20s. He hasn't a single. What a shot! That's going to be six. Yeah, it's a full toss onto Van der Dussen's legs, and he just swung that away to the leg side and said, "Thank you very much." That's easy pickings, as Wasim Akram would say. for Van der Dussen. Just crashes that to the mid-wicket boundary. Absolute spankage. Absolute spankage from Van der Dussen. Really good shot here from Van der Dussen as well. Liking that a lot. Yeah, Hassan Ali is it's not good. He's not had a good series. Hmm. So he's already gone for wow. I mean, he's gone for 29 off his 2 overs. Hassan Ali is getting absolutely destroyed by South Africa. You'd expect these pitches to actually suit him, but they don't seem to be. I mean, maybe the extra bounce is actually not good for him because he's supposed to be quite skiddy. So maybe it's making him into a bowler who is actually easier to play, and he doesn't have that type of skiddiness that he usually would do in other surfaces like in Pakistan. So that over that only went for 2 runs from Fahim Ashraf has been absolutely cancelled out by that huge Hassan Ali over, unfortunately. The current run rate is 8.33, and Pakistan are in an okay position. South Africa 100 for 2. If they go at 10 and over here, they get 180. So they'll be looking for at least that, really. 12 and over, 196, and 14 over, 212. So I mean, what are we thinking? I'm thinking that this is going to be very touch and go, potentially. I would say. Oh, it's a good shot. It's a very, very good shot. Yeah. It's actually not a shot. It's leg by. So nothing for Fahim Ashraf, but it's not good to see. Appealing? They can't be appealing for that, surely. Oh, no way. I think. Let's have a look. Oh, so it's a DRS. Let's have a look. So it's a full toss gone wrong. Oh, that's missing leg start. It's crashed onto his thigh and just rolled down. It's bad bowling from Fahim Ashraf, to be honest. He's got away with that because really that should have been dispatched. It's it's gone to the boundary, but not off his bowling. All go down his leg bys, but that should have gone into the stands probably. A misplaced slower ball from Fahim Ashraf. Yeah, that is not. That's an interesting one. So one review has just been used up. Interesting to see. I don't know. That's so interesting, actually. Oh, shot. That'll do. Just tucks that into the leg side. Right. Yeah, good running from South Africa there. Very good running. That's a good shot. That's a very good shot. That'll be 4. And that's Van der Dussen's. No, it's not. Really good fielder. Really good fielding. I was almost ready to say that's 4, but it's not. Only 2. So Van der Dussen has to wait for his 50. He's on 49. But he's been batting extremely well. Has Van der Dussen. I mean, I think he's definitely been the pick so far. Yeah, he's fielding well, but he needs to improve his bowling. That's for sure. The T20 stuff is just been pretty poor for some reason. I'm not sure why as well, because I think it is to do with the surface and conditions. It's almost like he bowls better in Pakistan because he's got that skinniness that gives him that slight X factor that most bowlers don't have. Whereas here on these slightly bouncier tracks, he doesn't actually have that skinniness. It's taken away. For most bowlers, they'd love to have that extra bounce, but maybe he doesn't want it. Anyway, so the 50 is up for Van der Dussen, a single into the leg side, and his 50 is up. Fantastic 50 from him, 50 off 33. And I'm telling you now, he will just look to accelerate and he'll go huge. He'll try and go massive now. I can tell you that right now. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that goes as well. Oh, that's a good pull shot. That's a very good pull shot. No, it's not, because it's straight to the man. So he's timed it actually pretty well, but it's gone straight to the man at Cal corner. Oh man, he's not a happy bunny, that's for sure. I wouldn't be either. That's a really, really good take though, and they'll be super happy about that. Yep. Claessen's just pulled that away, and he's thinking, you know what, this is my bread and butter. Unfortunately, that's just a shocker, isn't it? It really is. He's thinking to himself, what do I need to do, man? What do I need to do? Right. So Klaassen has to go 9 off 12 for him. It's 109 for 3 off 12.5 overs. Let's update the scoreboard. 109 for 3. I think Pakistan, if we can pick up Van der Dussen, I reckon. I don't know, if we can push them to below 180, I reckon we've definitely got this. Although, in saying that, we do tend to make things look hard, but maybe I shouldn't get. I don't know, maybe I should not be getting ahead of myself and saying, well, we are going to get it because I'm confident after a good performance. Because when one good performance comes, one poor one, I'm sure will come at some point as well for Pakistan. I'm hoping it doesn't. I'm hoping we can get this newfound consistency that everyone is talking about. But is it wishful thinking? Potentially it is. Guys in the chat as well, thank you very much for tuning in. Please remember to like the video and also let me know what you think of the day's play so far. Van der Dussen 51 of 34. We've got Felaqueo to come in next. Mulder and then Magala. Lindy's now at the crease. Hasn't faced a single ball yet, but I'm sure he will be very soon. Let me know in terms of, I guess the biggest thing for me is, can Pakistan continue to carry its momentum as well for the rest of the year as well into the T20 World Cup? Because that is what's going to be key. You don't want to peak too early. I don't think we really have. I think there's some players that definitely have in Pakistan. No offense to them, but I think that's just the way it is. So let's see how it goes. But I'm hoping that we can continue to kind of go forward in this match and this game as well. But let's see how it goes. 110 for 3 off 13. I'm just going to update the commentary as well. Or commentary. It's because I just read the comment. MBR, thank you very much for tuning in, buddy. 111 now for 3. Van der Dussen, MBR Records, thank you very much for tuning in, buddy. Yeah, guys, make sure as well that, of course, you do like the video. It really does help, and subscribe if you haven't already. I think most people who do normally tune in for the live streams, they have already subscribed. But also remember to click the notification bell as well to get alerted to all the new vids. I should hopefully have some new exciting videos coming out. Different types of vids, not just live streams and reviews, but maybe another backyard edition as well. Backyard cricket. Net battles is something that I'm looking at because I'm recording net sessions and I want to kind of release that in some type of format as well, which would be cool. And also some cricket interviews as well. Some more cricketers on the channel will be good. So I'll be grinding away to try and get some more of them on as well. 112 for 3. MBR record says I'm busy at this time. What do you mean you're busy at this time? So MBR records, do you normally do commentary as well then? Is that what you're saying? 112 for 3 off 13.2 overs. Current run rate is 8.4. That's a good shot from Dustin. But you know what? It's exactly the same as Klaasen. He's hit it to exactly the same man, Shaheen Afridi, and that's a big, big wicket. And it's Horace Rolfe, who everyone knows I'm not the biggest fan of Horace Rolfe, but that's a fantastic wicket. Really just a bad shot from Dustin. He's tried to hit it into the stands. Again, didn't quite get all of it like Klaasen, and has hit it straight to the man. I think it's Shaheen Afridi at Cal corner, and that's another wicket fallen, and another wicket fallen pretty cheaply as well for South Africa. Let's have a look. Yeah, he's tried to go big. He's tried to go for 6 over Cal corner. Instead, it's gone straight to the man. I think it's actually Mohammad Hafiz at Cal corner this time, and Horace Rolfe gets a very, very big wicket, and someone who I think is pretty divisive for Pakistan fans. Some rate him, some don't. Well, he's picked up a really big wicket here. It's 112 for 4 of 13.3 overs, and now we are into the perceived tail of South Africa, with Mulder is now in the all-rounder at 6. So into the all-rounders now. Lind, Mulder, Felequeo, 3 all-rounders there for South Africa. Can we pick up another wicket? Here's a T20 over career domestically is pretty good. Average of 26, strike rate of 129. Mulder as he comes to the crease. Lind obviously performed really well in the last match. He got 22 off 11, strike rate of 200. They actually elevated him up the order to number 3, and he did a good job and took a liking as well to Usman Qadir. Sorry, that was the third. That was the second T20 even. Horace Rolfe. Yeah, he's hit across the line there, Van der Dussen. That he's a classy player. I'm not sure why he's tried to swing across the line there. He didn't need to. All he needed to do was just play that straight over Horace Rolfe's head, and he would have been perfectly fine. But for some reason, he wanted to go over Cal corner, which was a bizarre choice. He's such a classy player and has very, very good skill in the hands, and also he can play the conventional shots like your Markrams and play them very well and hit over the top for 6. I'm not sure why he didn't do that even. Sorry. Bizarre choice of shot for me from Van der Dussen, but a very good 50 nonetheless. And South Africa now in a little bit of a pickle because they were going pretty well with Klaasen and Van der Dussen. Now both have gone, and they're going to have to try and not just rebuild, but continue to accelerate because we're into the back end and the business end of this T20 innings for South Africa. They're 114 for 4 and off 14 overs even. Belequeo, Magala, and Fortune. The men to come in after that as well. So Fortune has come in, which is interesting. He's come in for Brian Hendricks, which is interesting. Looking forward to seeing how he does as well. He looked quite good. I've seen him. I think he played against Pakistan at home, which was pretty good to see as well, and pretty good to see the talent and array of talent that South African domestic cricket has. That's an outside edge. Won't be forced. Good fielding there from Hassan Ali. He's a good fielder, and there was an opportunity for a run out there, but the throw is slightly wayward. No run out. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Oh, bizarre. Took off the pitch there. Yeah, Hassan Ali is distraught. He's a pretty good fielder, actually, Hassan Ali, from the looks of it. And it's funny because you don't normally associate Pakistanis as being fantastic fielders, but our fielding has improved dramatically as Pakistan's, which is really good to see as well. Like that's what you want to see, isn't it? You want to see the fielding improve and continue to improve. Right, 116 for 4 here now. Mulder at the crease, 3 off 4 for him. And Lin 2 off 2. That's a good shot into the leg side. Does he field? Yes, very good fielding. That's very good as well. This time I think it's actually from the captain, Babar Azam. It is at 45. So at short fine leg. And he's actually come round as well. So pretty good fielding from him as well. 117 for 3 or 14.3 overs. Current run rate is only 8.07. And Fahim Ashraf has been fantastic, actually. I think he's been the best bowler for Pakistan today. The all-rounder with 2 wickets and has only gone for 15 runs off 3.3 overs. So he's been very impressive, very tight and miserly today as well. And he, look, everyone had question marks at certain points in time in the last year and a half, 2 years about Fahim Ashraf and should he be in the side, etc. I think he's consolidated his position. That's really poor fielding. I think I'm not sure who that's by, sorry, but it's that point. It's gone through him. Luckily, it's only one, and the man at it's actually deep cover. It is Shaheen Afridi has managed to get across there and throw that ball in. So at Super Sport Park in the day, one batting first, 3 people, and one batting second, 2. But what you need to remember is Pakistan have never lost a Super Sport Park. We've won 3 and we played 3 and won 3 at Super Sport Park. I think that's not just in T20s, but ODIs as well. And this is, well, the batting track in the last T20 was fantastic. And the PAL score is 209 in the day at Super Sport Park. It would have gone slightly down after that last T20 because South Africa got slightly below that. But I'm kind of looking at it and the pitch does look quite good again. And I could be wrong. Let's see. But what was fantastic, and Sean Pollock has just alluded to it in the commentary just now as I'm listening, is he said, and this is such a good point, and I said this in my review, is Babar Azam and Mohammad Rizwan, the thing they did the best was making sure that's out. Yes, come on. Fahim Ashraf is the man at the moment. 86 miles per hour. That's pretty nippy for him as well. And that's a nick. And that's just a really good delivery. And George Lind flashes at it outside off stump and is nicked behind to the keeper. And Pakistan pick up another wicket and another one for Fahim Ashraf. That's 3 for him. And Pakistan have now got South Africa at 5 down. And this is going to be very interesting to see how this goes. Very good bowling over the wicket, across him, and a slight swing away from George Lind as well with the angle. And George Lind just feathers that behind, trying to go for a big booming drive. 119 for 5, and that's a fantastic spell of bowling from Fahim Ashraf. 5 overs to go as well for South Africa. Let's see what they can do here because they would be looking to get to 200. That looks pretty much out of reach. You never know. 81 or 5 is doable, but they'll be looking to go at least 12 and over, which would take them to just below 180. The last time a boundary was scored, 19 balls and 17 minutes. So, yeah, they've definitely stalled in this innings for sure. And Felaqueo is his average is crazy, 9.69 in T20s. Crazy. He's a good ODI player. I've seen him bat pretty well, but clearly in the T20s, I guess he doesn't normally have much time to come in. And when he does, it's just come in and hit. But still, that's pretty poor. At least get a few not outs there. You'd think the not outs would pad his average, but it hasn't. Anyway, Hassan Ali is on, and he has been really poor. So I'm hoping that he can get and gain a little bit of that knowledge that Fahim Ashraf has used, and also have that rub off on him because we want Fahim Ashraf to perform well here, don't we? Let's be honest. Oh, that's shorter. He's getting away with it. It's just too short from Hassan Ali. He needs to get up there a little bit on a good length and really challenge the batsman. He's just been very erratic as Hassan Ali. He's got his length wrong, especially too full or too short. Can't find that sweet spot back of a length, which is where you should be looking to bowl on these tracks where it's slightly more bouncy. He is skiddy, but even for him, right, then it will be pretty much normal bounce, I guess, for someone like him. So he, again, needs to be hitting that back of a length and looking to swing the ball, which he hasn't done hugely here. It's a good shot from Felaquea, driven into the covers, and that will just be a single. Right, so Pakistan, I'm hoping, are going to restrict them to below. I'm going to say 170 would be good. If we can restrict them to below 170, I reckon we can get that quite comfortably. I'd hope, as long as we don't lose early wickets, because the openers are for us. If we're going to stick with Babar Azam and Mohammad Rizwan, really, you've got your two best batsmen opening up. And I'm being honest with you, that is. Oh, hold on, is that up in the air? That's going to be out. Yes, it is. Another wicket. Hassan Ali actually gets in on the action for once. He's been very poor today, but he does pick up another wicket, which is good to see. 1 for 31 or 2.4 overs for him. And Mulder has to go. He chips that up in the air. Oh dear, on his debut, and that's not the right shot to play. And I think a lot of people are calling for him to be in the side. I don't know whether you'll be calling for it now. Maybe they should have gone with Brenner, because I think, I don't know. I think Brenner's a pretty good option, and it looks like they've got a lot of bowlers in here, South Africa, which is quite interesting. 1-2-1 for 6 now, and South Africa are reeling. They're reeling here. Right. Yeah, Magala at 8. So you've got 8, 9, 10, 11. Then you've got Lind and Mulder and Felaqueo. That's a lot. Why do you need 7 bowlers for? It seems like crazy selection to me. Oh, Hassan Ali appeals and they give it a wide. Interesting. They can appeal for it. No. Interesting. 1-2-2 for 6. Poor bowling there from Hassan Ali. He needs to tighten up. So a little bit of a. That's good. Cutter there from Hassan Ali, which is good to see. Oh, oh, Hassan Ali picks up another one, and this time it's Felaqueo, and South Africa are crumbling here. They are absolutely crumbling. Oh, mate, crazy! This is absolutely crazy. South Africa are now 7 down. Felaqueo is gone, and that's really good bowling from Hassan Ali. This is a much better over from him, and he is looking to. Well, it looks like he's looking to just wrap it up now. Really, really good. Oh, very good. Very good from Hassan Ali, and it's Felaqueo has to walk off, unfortunately. That's a good catch as well. I think actually the commentator, I think it's Mike Hazeman, has made a really good point. That's a very, very good catch. Very, very good catch. Oh, very good catch. Oh, yeah, he's come round the wicket. That's very, very good stuff. I'm very impressed actually by that. Very good take from Rizwan, and they're going pretty well here. Actually, they really are. Pakistan, and it's very good to see. Oh, Fortune is now in, and we're really into the bowlers here. Fortune and Magala in. Pakistan will be looking to wrap this up really for under 140. Let's see. Let's see what happens though. Well, there you go. Hassan Ali just pinging it up in the air really. Is Mulder, which is pretty poor from him. It needs to be better than that. Come on. Right. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 123 for 7 off 16 overs. Let's update the score. Milan and Markram are just so integral, I think they have been for this series. And unfortunately, they didn't get any runs. I mean, Milan got 33, but it wasn't very quickly done as well, really, unfortunately, from him. That didn't help the cause. Van der Dussen with a very impressive 50, but since then, and really apart from that, it's been extremely tough for South Africa. And I think they will be ruining, especially if they lose this. Oh, that is such a bad misfield. Who is that? That's Horace Rolfe, and that is poor. It's gone straight to the man at mid off, and he just let it through him. Let's have a look. Oh, his long barrier is leaky. That's poor. Wow. South Africa have lost 5 for 13 and 18 balls, which is ridiculous. That shows almost Pakistani type collapse. That is a Pakistani type collapse, if not worse. Epic collapse really from South Africa. Shaheen Afridi running in here, 86 miles an hour from him. And he'll be looking to ramp it up and wrap it up here now. Hmm. That's really poor from Horace Rolfe as well, because we are creating all that pressure and he just let it go for 4. Right, now Pakistan will be thinking, we can wrap this up. Is that out? No, let's have a look. No, it's fallen safe. I think South Africa will be definitely regretting the decision to play so many bowlers. I mean, you shouldn't really have 7 bowlers in your side for a T20 game. I don't think that's the right decision. To have Magala in at 8, Felakwe at 7, Mulder at 6. Mulder at 6 is way too high. I don't know what they've done there. I'm not sure why I'm not sure why they didn't go with Verena, who did really well in the third ODI for South Africa, and he looks a good player and scores quickly as well. So I'm not sure why they didn't go with him. He hasn't had a single go in this T20 series, which is crazy to think about, really. No idea why they haven't done it. Magale's 1 off 1 and Fortune 7 off 4 is 130 for 7 and off 16.4 overs. Shaheen Afridi has gone for 7 off this over so far. 2 balls left in the over. Pakistan, I mean, I said under 140. I think probably looks like they'll be looking for 150, under 150, but maybe I'm getting greedy. That's good Yorker and looking for a run, but there is no run there. This time it's Babar Azam at mid off fielding a lot better than Horace Rolfe did that time. That's interesting. So the current run rate gets them to 154, which is not great. Let's see. Let's see what these two can do. Oh, Magala's tried to go big there. He's tried to go very big. He's gone to play the hook shot for Shaheen Afridi, and that's a pretty good over, only 7 from it. And he is 0 for 18 off 3 overs, and South Africa 130 for 7 off 17 overs. What do we think in terms of Pakistan South Africa? I mean, I think you have to edge towards. I think you definitely have to edge towards Pakistan, don't you? Let's be honest. You have to. You have to, man. Yeah. Where? What? Oh, that's crazy. He's saying he was picked as the backup keeper, not the backup batsman. But he batted really well. I'm not sure. Like, if someone's going to come in and do a better job, oh, it's just crazy. That's crazy. That's a boundary, and that's buys for South Africa, and they'll take any game. They'll take any runs they can get in South Africa. We need to be really careful not to leak any unnecessary boundaries. That's for sure. Right, come on, Pakistan. Oh, that's a good shot. I think. I reckon he's nailed that. Yes, he has. That's 6 runs from Magala. And that's an in-swinging fuller delivery from Hassan Ali, and he's just dispatched that. Hassan Ali needs to do better there. He really does. He can't be having a number 8 and, well, really a tail ender dispatch you like this. But a stand delivered shot from Magala, so very good shot from Magala. This is, wow. I mean, these are types of runs that South Africa will be wishing and to continue to get for until the end of the innings, really. Yeah, Mike Hazeman's not happy with the selection. I think I wouldn't be either because it's very bizarre the selection they've gone with. I'm not entirely sure why they had Mulder at 6. I'm not sure again why you need 7 bowlers. It's just bizarre. Markram can bowl a couple of those if you need anyway. So you potentially got 8 bowlers. It's just crazy. I'm not sure why they've done that. It's pretty poor selection on my part from South Africa, if I'm being honest with you. That's better from Hassan Ali. It's a slower ball, a bit wider. Saying, go on then. I'm not going to bowl into your arc. You have to chase after me. And Magala swings wildly at it. The issue is that it's been, we've had 11 off this over because of those 4 buys as well. And Hassan Ali's been very expensive. He's gone for over 10 and over. That's an off cutter. Let's have a look. Yeah, well bowled from Hassan Ali. Right, running in here. He's let's see. I reckon he's going to go full. He does go full. That's chopped up in the air. That will either be 6 or oh. It's Fakhar Zaman and Fahim Ashraf nearly get into a little bit of a fiddle there. And it's a catch, which is good, what we needed. A very good take, actually, from Fakhar Zaman. And he has to go. Magala, that's a big, thick outside edge. 14148 of 18 overs. And I said they'll be liking to get. Oh, this is crack up. Hazan Khan says, morning. Some good bowling for Pakistan minus a few misfields in the last couple of overs. What is happening? Yeah, it's some really good bowling. I think South Africa have got their selection like terribly wrong. They have, yeah, it's just it's a bit crazy selection from them really. They brought in an all rounder for a batsman in Mulder at 6, and they should really have a batsman at 6 there. That's bit them in the backside. But also Fahim Ashraf has been fantastic. Fahim Ashraf has been so good today. So miserly. 3 wickets and Fakhar Zaman pretending to throw the ball at Fahim Ashraf as Fahim Ashraf and Fakhar Zaman didn't communicate well, but Fakhar Zaman hung on even, to the catch to get Magala out, and Babar Azam pretends to throw the ball at Fahim Ashraf after in jest. And Williams has come out to the crease with glasses on. We've got another Jack Leach, who's a left-hander as well. So it's Jack Leach. It's a South African Jack Leach, and that's very good bowling from Shaheen Afridi, bowling a Yorker first up in swing. Has a little chat as well to Williams. Has a little chat to Williams as well. Shaheen Afridi says, "Oh, go on then, mate." And the glasses, I'm liking the glasses from Williams. Very interesting. Yeah, I've only ever seen Jack Leach. I think is the other person do it. But yeah, some very good bowling from Pakistan. I think the only bowler that I've been very disappointed with is Hassan Ali. He was so expensive. I mean, he went for a 40 off his 4, I think, if I'm not mistaken, and I'll confirm. And that was pretty disappointing for me because he's someone who I know he gets wickets and he's got 3 wickets, but really he's got 3 wickets because of poor batting, if I'm being honest with you. So Nawaz actually went for 10 and over. He was pretty expensive as well. Hassan Ali went for 10 as well, both exactly for 10 and over. Haris Rolf, Shaheen Afridi, and Fahim Ashraf have been the standouts for me. Fahim Ashraf went for 17 off his 4 overs, 3 wickets. That is what you call an unbelievable spell of bowling. And interesting, he's got the most T20 wickets in the series, Hassan Ali, but I don't think he's bowled particularly well. I think, yes, he may have taken 7 wickets, but he's gone for a lot of runs. Takes wickets for sure, but needs to become a bit tighter. And Fortune tries to hit that over the top. That should be taken. Yes, it is. Another wicket has fallen, and South Africa are crumbling here. It's 1-4-2 for 9. And I tell you what, if Pakistan are professional, which is not always the case, but if Pakistan do a professional job here, we can wrap this up quite quickly in the chase. Let's see though. So off cutter there from Shaheen Afridi. I think this track is still pretty good to bat on. Yeah, Babar Azam with a very good catch actually, running forward, and it takes down Shaheen Afridi, picks up a wicket which he would have been looking for. He's been pretty good. He's been pretty economical anyway. Has Shaheen Afridi throughout this whole series hasn't picked up the most wickets, and I think that's because, if I'm being honest with you, most teams and countries respect him the most, and that will be why. So, yeah, very good stuff from Shaheen Afridi though, and 1 wicket remaining to clean them up, and I'm hoping Pakistan can do that before the innings is over. Good catch from Babar Azam running in as well. You like to see that. Well, solid. Right, let's see now what. So Shamsi's come out. He's the final batsman. We got Shamsi, and we got Williams. Sheafee's going to go Yorker. He does go Yorker, and that's a beautiful delivery. Oh, mate. And Shaheen Afridi is going out as a. Fazan says, "Oh wow, yeah, 4.25 economy from Fahim on a 200 plus pitch. To be honest, I think we sometimes forget how much he's improved over the last year, given the improvement we have seen from Shaheen, Rizwan, Babar, etc." Yeah, I said this earlier in the stream that Fahim Ashraf, there's a lot of doubts about him being an all-rounder, for the last year and a half, 2 years. I think he's definitely dispelled any criticism that could be had against him because he's performed very well, I think. And yeah, I think it'll be very interesting to see how he does for much of long term. But he's definitely your man. Definitely a man as your rounder. Seymour rounder, definitely him. Bowling and his batting's improved. He is the man for me. So let's see how he does. But I'm really, really, really looking forward to seeing more of Fahim Ashraf, especially with the bat. I think he's improved quite a bit. If I was Pakistan, this is pretty ambitious, but I might be tempted to move him up the order. If we're going quite well in the chase, and put him up to maybe 5, and just say to him like, "Here we go. Look, we need whatever. We've got to run a ball, and we need 20 runs. Get a nice little not out. Get your confidence up because in Test matches he's actually got his confidence with the bat. T20s and ODI is not as much. He scored quite a good 30 odd, and I think that would have helped as well. But I'd like to see us look after him with the bat and say, you know what, you're our man. We trust you to finish games. and we trust you as an all-rounder, not just with the ball but with the bat. 1 over remaining. It's 143 for 9. And look at this. I mean, you look at it's the top-heavy scorecard for South Africa. The first three, 33, 11, and 52 from Milan, Mark and Van der Dussen. And after that, you're all into single digits. 9, 3, 6, 1, 7, 8, 1 and 0. Right? It's so far 1 and 0 not out. That's Williams and Shamsi. So really poor from South Africa. The top three, Markram fell pretty cheaply for 11. Milan 33, Van der Dussen 50 odd. But the rest have not chipped in whatsoever. And that's been really poor. And unfortunately, exposed, in the middle order here from South Africa in this T20. And the lack of batsmen, I think, in the team has definitely bit them in the backside for sure. So it's 144 for 9. Horace Rolfe is bowling the last over now here. He's been quite good as well, to be fair. 1 for 18 off 3.1 overs. I'm not the biggest fan of him, but look, I've got to give credit where credit's due. He's bowled well. There we go. Oh, that's straight to the man, surely. No, one bounce straight to mid-off. Fazan Khan says, let's see how Pakistan approach this. They need to go in for the kill, get them out and chase ruthlessly. The old Pakistan would usually get comfortable in these situations and make life hard for themselves. I was thinking that, you know what, sometimes chasing 200 is easier than chasing like a 140, 150 score because you get complacent. And also, you just think, oh, I've got all the time in the world. And then next thing you know, you need 10 and over off the last 5, right? So you got to be really careful. Here's Horace Rolfe. Oh, Shamsi looks very, very interesting the way he's batting. And Horace Rolfe is... Oh, I think that's out. Oh, really? Okay. That was bizarre. That was Shamsi thinking, you know what, I don't know how to bat here. Crazy stuff. Let's have a look. Yeah. Oh, I don't know, actually. Looks like it might be a feather. It's a good catch. But yeah, I agree, Fizz. I'm while waiting to see whether it is an inside. Yeah, it is an inside edge. So that'll be out. And very, very professional bowling performance here from Pakistan. I agree with you, Fazan, that we need to be clinical. And yes, you don't need to be rash in the way that you play. But if we play like we did in the last one, Babar Azam and Mohammad Rizwan didn't take huge risks. A lot of singles, a lot of twos. You do that, win the game really easily. Simple. That's what you need to do. Now, 144 all out, and that is a very, very impressive performance, I think, from the men in green. Now update the scorecard. Right, let's have a look. Really good performance from Pakistan. As I just update the scorecard. Right. Let me know as well, guys. What do you think? I mean, surely Pakistan are going to win this, right? Or if not, let me know. So the target is 145. South Africa 144 all out, and it was Van der Dussen with 50. He was the most impressive player on display, and that seems to be the case in a lot of. So 52 it was actually for him, off only 36 deliveries. Shamsi goes inside edge, and going to be very, very interesting to see how this goes now. One of those things is South Africa's final strategy and keeping Bowler from scoring another strategy. Very good. Which is good to see. I'm just going to add Venu into the chat. So hold on whilst I add him. Venu, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Pakistan seem to be. I've got this game. Got this, haven't they?
Yeah, it's a really professional bowling performance, to be honest with you. Fahim Ashraf only went for 4.25 and over, 3 wickets for him
Wow.
as well. And he bowled really well. Horace Roll bowled really well as well, to be fair. He only went for 5.14,
Very
2 wickets for
impressive.
him, and Shaheen Afridi, 1 wicket, 4.75. Nawaz and Hassan Ali were quite expensive. They went for 10, 10 and over, but Hassan Ali did pick up 3 wickets and Nawaz 1. So, yeah, 1-4-4 all out. And the biggest issue, Venue, for South Africa is Milan. So Markram, who's scored, 3 consecutive 50s in this series, unfortunately couldn't get any runs today. He only ended up getting 11. And Milan got 33 odd, but again, got out pretty cheaply, I would say, chipping it. And it was really Van der Dussen who was a standout, 52 off 36 for him. But if you look at the scorecard, Venue, after the first 3, it's all single digits. Klaassen 9, Lynn 3, Mulder 6, Feliquea 1, Magala 7, Fortune 8, Williams 2. So no one even got to double digits even after number 3, which is really poor. And they actually took out a batsman and put in an all-rounder in Mulder, which I think was a really bad decision. They should have gone with Verena, who, I don't know if you remember, we did the watch-along, the youngster, Ginger, a wicketkeeper, who's only 20-odd years old, and he scored runs in the 3rd ODI. They haven't given him a single chance, and the South African commentators were getting really annoyed about that, and I would be too, because having an all-rounder at 6, 7 and 6 at 6 is way too early, and it's been exposed, I think, unfortunately.
Yeah, 100%. I wonder what a par score you think Fazan would have been on this pitch. 180, 200?
So this is at Supersport Park again, like the last ODI, and before the start of that ODI, that last T20 even, and before the start of that T20, they said the average first innings score at Supersport Park is 209.
Wow.
So this is supposedly supposed to be quite a good batting track, and they got 200 plus in the last one. So I mean, I think they're well below par. I think 180 plus is a must on here. I think the only way that Pakistan lose this game is if we self-destruct, which I'm hoping we don't. I'm hoping we don't do a typical Pakistan thing and make it hard for ourselves and get complacent and say, you know what, we've got loads of time, and the next thing you know, it's up to 10 and over, and it's really tough. I'm hoping we're clinical, and I think Vinny, when we are watching it, I don't know what you think. I was saying on the stream that I reckon the biggest difference between world class and elite players is running those singles and twos, right, in between boundaries and rotating the strikes so often. Like, for example, in the last T20, Shamsi, who's the number 1 T20 international bowler, Babar Azam Rizwan hit him for 9 in the over, his first over. And they didn't hit a single boundary. It was all twos and singles. I think that is what is impressive. And that's low risk cricket as well, right? But it's clever cricket. So, yeah, what do you think about that?
What was your question again?
I was just saying, what do you think about the importance of rotating the strike in singles and twos, even in T20 cricket, and the fact that you can't just rely on power hitting and boundaries if you want to be that kind of elite player?
Yeah, like if you get singles, you're already going at a strike rate of 100, right? So I think it is a big part of the game running between the wicket. Like you see the best, like David Warner, Kohli, Babar Azam, they're very good between the wickets. And rotating strike is the key. Like if you're struggling against the bowler, just nudge it for a single, get on the other side, and that's the best tactic.
Yeah, I agree. I can't see too well. Is there a position in the room that the lighting's better?
Oh, really? Yeah, let me move. I'll be back.
Yeah, sorry, no worries. As we wait for Venny to come back, thank you everyone for tuning in. Please do remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It really does help the channel grow, and you're all legends for doing so and for getting involved. I really appreciate it. It's good to have people on the channel. Let me know as well what you think of Pakistan's bowling display as we are now in the innings break, and also who do you think is going to win from here? I mean, surely Pakistan, you'd say, but you never know, do you? You never know with Pakistan. So let me know. And Mohammad Hussain has made a very good and funny point about South Africa's final strategy in keeping Babar from scoring another century. I think, yeah, I don't know. Babar Azam could still score a century, to be fair. I think Mohammad Rizwan would not be able to take much of the strike. But realistically, I'm looking for us to wrap this up pretty convincingly, I'm hoping.
Is that
So
better?
yeah, let's see. That is slightly better. Yes,
What will that
slightly
do for
better.
you? I'll open the blinds a bit. Let me see if that
Yeah,
works.
just open the blinds. I think it's probably that. It's probably just cold. It's not cold. Dark in your room. Cold? I don't know if it's cold.
The best I can do, I think.
Fair enough. Because answer it's been a while since we saw Pakistan bowl like this. Yeah, I think I agree. I think after going for 200 in the last one, but it was a good batting track. You might say, okay, Pakistan, we haven't seen them bowl that clinically, but that was a clinical display with an over and I think it was just under an over left as well. At one point, I thought it might get away from us a little bit after taking some very crucial wickets consecutively, but we just continue to take wickets, which is the most important thing. So good to see from Pakistan. How's your dentist appointment, Benny?
Yeah, it's good. They said my teeth were good.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll be taking good care of them.
no cavities for you.
No, I had a filling done, but they were checking.
Oh, Benny, you had a filling done. They can't have been that good then.
No, last 6 months ago, they were checking it up. It was all right.
Okay, nice. Benny's got very clean teeth. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Faizan Khan says, also, can we put an end to the debate of who the best openers are for Pakistan in the T20s? Babar is one with Fucker at 3. I'll ask you, Vanu, as an objective party. I mean, look, they performed really well in the last one when we chased that 200 plus score. What do you think about Pakistan's lineup?
For T20s, for sure. Babar and Rizwan, you put your best players opening and have Fakar at 3, just in case one of them fails.
Is there a thinking though? Because I remember hearing Owen Morgan say to Sky Sports when they did the interview with him, and they're just showing Van der Dustin's highlights. Really good 50 plus, 52 even.
That's such a bad scorecard.
Yeah, I know it is, isn't it? Shocker.
Sorry, keep going.
But yeah, so Owen Morgan was saying that the reason why he doesn't want Joss Butler and Ben Stokes opening in T20s is because he thinks that you shouldn't have your two best players opening the batting because it leaves you top heavy.
That's true.
And if you end up being 0 for 2, then you're kind of screwed because you don't have anyone to balance it out, if that makes sense. Which, by the way, I thought was a bit harsh because Jason Roy is a very good player. And he has basically, in the interview, I don't know if you heard it, Venu, but it's worth listening to. And if anyone hasn't listened to it, listen to it. A very small portion is about the IPL, but most of it is about England. And his thinking and theory is really good. Like, it's really intriguing. Like, he's very intelligent. But he quite blatantly implies who he thinks England's best players are and like who his best mates are and who basically I think gets more preferential treatment than others, which
really?
I thought was a bit out of order. But well, yeah, he implies it basically, pretty blatantly. So it's worth having a listen to, Benny, actually.
But
yeah,
it's pretty obvious Stokes and Butler are England's best players.
In white ball, in T20s they're not. How are they the best? Stokes has done nothing in T20s. How can he be your best player if he's not performed?
So you're saying that Roy's one of England's best players as well?
I think Milan at the moment. Milan has to be up there.
Yeah,
He's
true.
number one.
No, I think you've got a point there. I think.
I think what you're saying is, and correct me if I'm wrong, but is you think Stokes and Butler are the most talented players?
They're the most talented. Probably not the best players, but currently in form.
Yeah, so you're saying they're the most talented. Which I agree with. I think they're probably. Although, what about Jofra Archer?
Yeah, but he's not a batsman, so.
No, but when he was talking about it though, he didn't really mention Jofra Archer, as in they talked about it generally about who your best players are, in general as well. He didn't really mention it, which I thought was very interesting. He did speak very highly of Adil Rashid though, which is quite interesting about his transformation as well. And again, I'm not saying that there's any type of bias here, but it was just very interesting to hear his perspective. And when you hear someone talk, a lot of the times you can read between the lines and realize like who his mates are and stuff. Like he very openly admitted that Joss Butler is one of his best mates. And that in games, Joss Butler used to tap him on the shoulder in ODIs and say, "It's my time to bat." I think I can be the most effective, and Morgan will say, okay, go on then. So it shows that Butler has a huge influence about what he can and can't do.
Yeah, but rightly so, because
Why is that rightly
he's
so?
a very good player.
But hold on, but the captain chooses who bats, don't they? Next, why would the players choose where they're going to bat?
No, the player can go up to his captain and say, "I want to bat next."
Yeah, it might be like, oh, I think I'm going to be good like next, but he was just like, yeah, no, I'm that's it. He's actually, I think I'm going to be the best guy to go in next, and then Morgan will just send him out. Yeah, go on then, mate. It almost seems like he's got free reign, which I think is, I'm all for player power and stuff, but that kind of seems a bit excessive for someone that, you know what, you just kind of, whatever he says.
Can I say something, Fazan? Imagine if Kevin Peterson had free reign like that.
But he didn't.
But imagine if he did.
But I don't think he would. I don't agree with the floating.
Would have been a lot more successful. 100%. Without a doubt.
But then there's, maybe. I don't know.
Without a doubt.
I don't know.
Kevin Peterson had that captain who thinks, you know, he's a quality player and didn't think, oh, we've got to treat everyone. No, I'm all for treating everyone equally, but at the end of the day, you've got to win a cricket match. And I think if Kevin Peterson had that sort of free reign and said, "Can I bat next?" and had a captain who said, "You can play all the shots you want. It doesn't matter if you get caught at cover." I think England would have been a lot more successful.
The thing is, okay, so then I'm going to read you Joss Butler's stats in ODIs and T20s, and you tell me whether you think these are incredible stats. So in ODIs, he averages 38, and T20s 30. His strike rate's 118, I guess, in ODIs, which is where the biggest thing, I guess he scores quickly. And in T20s, 140. Now, I don't think those are elite stats.
Can you give me some stats of an elite player, please? In comparison.
Sure. I'll give you Kevin Peterson's. Well, actually, I'll give you the people who are the big dogs, right? So Kohli and Babar Azam, and then you can compare. So Kohli averages 59 in ODIs and 52 in T20s. Strike rate of 93 in ODIs, 140 in T20s. Babar Azam, he in ODIs 57 and a strike rate of 90. T20 internationals 49, strike rate of 132. And who else to say? Someone like David Warner, I guess. That's probably a good one. He's not really in that. He's slightly less. Let's have a look. I think Joe Root actually is good. I think Joe Root's a good shout, isn't it, as well, Vinny? Because I'll come to the comments because I can see some people saying that he's arguably England's best white ball player ever. I don't think he is. But
I think between him and Kevin Peterson. Well, give it time where he is. White ball.
David Warner's ODIs 45, T20s 31, strike rate of 96 in ODIs. In T20 internationals 140. All these players have got much better stats than Joss Butler. Much better. Joe Root. How much you want to bet? Let's have a look. I won't be wrong.
But is it all about stats, Bizarre?
But it is though, because he's opening the batting and only
it's about match-winning performances. Butler has had.
Yeah, but how many times is he one every 5 matches?
He's a match winner.
Yeah, but he's a match. But how consistently is he a match winner? Glenn Maxwell's a match winner. That's my point.
And I want him in a team.
Who would you rather have in your team? Would you have Maxwell or Kohli in your team?
Yeah, I'll have Kohli. Look, I think
that's my point.
So what's your point? I just don't understand your point.
My point is that these guys are very super talented, but I don't think that he's consistent enough to say he's the white ball greatest of all time for England. That
wasn't the original. That wasn't the original point. We weren't talking about if he was the best white ball player of England. We're talking about whether he has a right to go up to Morgan and say, "I want to bat now."
Okay, and you think he does?
I think he has the right to.
Okay, what about Dawud Malan, who averages over 50 plus and has a strike rate of 140 plus? Do you think he does as well?
Depends on the match situation. I think he probably has a right, but I think with 10 overs to go, and I think Butler would do a better job than Malan with 10 overs to go, or with 5 overs to go. And if Butler is coming at number 7 as well, they're only 2 wickets down, and they need 10 overs to go. You have Butler in. I want Butler to face 10 overs rather than Malan, who's coming next, to face 10 overs.
Okay. Right, okay, let's have a look at the comments. We've got quite a few. Fazan says, but for Pakistan, usually when two best players don't open the batter, we almost always end up 20 or less runs for two anyways, lol. So I think, Benny, you're saying you should have your two best, Mohammad Rizwan and Babar Azam. I was saying maybe, I don't know, because Morgan was saying about it. But I think, look, if they're performing, you can't drop them. And by the way, I think Josh Butler, I think it's very hard to say Butler should not open the batting in T20s now that he's performed. Benny, you know what my thinking is. I'm a huge fan of him finishing because I think he's the best finisher in the game, like genuinely, like in world cricket. But
Yeah.
I guess they think that he's better at the top and they want him to face more balls, etc. I just think he's slightly more shackled. But look, he scored runs, so it's very you can't really say he shouldn't be now.
Yeah.
He'll get extended run anyway, won't he? Jimmy 231 says Butler is arguably England's white ball goat. Definitely earned the right to have a big influence on the batting order. So I think he's saying what you said about the influence. But Jimmy 231, I'm just going to talk to you about Kevin Peterson's stats because Kevin Peterson, for me, is like hands down the best in white ball. I mean, he had a strike rate of 141 when T20. This is like back in the day when strike rates of 120 were good. Average of 38, ODI's average of 41, strike rate of 87. Like he revolutionized the game. And he was, I think, more of a match. Imagine if he played in this era.
Yeah,
his numbers would be unbelievable. His strike rates would be unbelievable. Like he played quite a long time ago. People forget that. And the strike rates and scores that we weren't getting 200 pluses like we are now. Fazan says, is Morgan bringing a culture of nepotism in England? I thought that was only reserved for the Pakistan team, lol. Honda Stain says, average of about 14, a strike rate of 118 is nuts. Yeah, I agree. I think the strike rate is nuts, and I think the average is good as well. I'm not saying that. I'm more trying to compare him to elite players and try and figure out because at the moment England have such a good white ball side, right? Unbelievable white ball side. How do you tweak it to have that balance that everyone is getting treated correctly? I guess is more the thing, but it's interesting. Mohamed Hussein says, look at the strike rate, dude. Yeah. Jimmy231 says, Butler and Kohli, Barber and Root have very different roles in ODIs. Don't think comparing averages is that relevant. I think, I guess more in T20s, Jimmy231 is what I was more looking at because Babar Azam opens in T20s and Kohli now will be opening for India in T20s as well. So that's going to be interesting to see the difference there. Mohamed Hussein says, but Morgan has created a team which is almost unbeatable. Very true. Although in the T20s, they got spanked by India on 3-2. I know it doesn't seem like it, but to be honest with you, they were 2-1 up and they bottled it big time. And their middle order needs looking at. He says, Jimmy231 says, need to look at stats like batting impact that CricViz put out. Shows the value of Butler. Okay, I'll check it out. If anyone wants to send them to me as well, please do. On my Instagram, which is qualityshot.f, or Twitter, which is qualityshot1. Please feel free to. I'm always interested. As Fortune, the left arm spinner, opens up here to. So Babar Azam had issues with what was it, Maharaj in the test matches. He seems to have gotten over it. So let's see whether he can get past this. Fortune's a pretty decent ball. They've got two left arm spinners in Lind and Fortune, and a left arm wrist spinner in Shamsi. They've got 7 bowlers, by the way.
Looks like he's got some fortune.
Wellness Name says, I think in T20 internationals, Butler and Jason Roy should open Stokes at 3, Bairstow at 4, and Morgan at 5. What about Daud Malan, the number 1 T20 batsman in the world? How can you not have him
People
at
forget
3?
about him. I do feel for Malan. What more can he do?
Mate, I'm sorry. If his name was Stokes, that's out. Oh, mate, what a delivery. And Mohammad Rizwan has to walk. That is a big, big wicket early doors. And Pakistan are already 0 for 1. This is what I mean, man. What are we doing? That's good bowling, but poor from Mohammad Rizwan. Tries to charge him, and he did a similar thing against Lynn. So then he's gone 70-0, 70-0. So he's consistent at least.
Is he a match winner?
Who?
Rizwan.
Rizwan, yeah, 100%. 100%. For us, he is, yeah. June231 says you can't drop Milan. Yeah, how can you drop Milan?
Wait, Fazan, how is that not a wide delivery?
Because it's stumping when he doesn't. So you can get out to stumping.
Days.
Even if it's a wide
That's
delivery.
shocking.
So they've given a wide, so it's a wide.
Should have just stayed in his crease.
But the thing is, he's tried to come down the track. He it's a predetermined shot.
Oh, so the bowler bowled it wide, helping the wicket
So as the bowler's
yeah.
about to bowl, he's thinking he's going to bowl, towards my leg. So he's coming down the track. He's basically trying to anticipate it, but he's anticipated it wrong. Oh no, actually, what's he done? He's so out of balance. What is he doing? Oh, he's got in the right muddle there. Crazy. Honestly, isn't well. I actually forgot about Milan. Yeah, how can you forget about him? Number one T20 batsman. He's quality.
I'll have Milan at 3.
100% all day, every day.
But maybe Stokes down the order, maybe. But Bear still 4, Morgan 5, Stokes 6.
Stokes at 6.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, Stokes in front of Morgan. I think Morgan would do that as well. Well, Morgan said. So this is what Morgan said on the interview. He said, "Myself, Bairstow, and Stokes at 4, 5, and 6. Like it's flexible, it's fluid, depending. So like he said, if spinners are on, you put Bairstow in because he's supposedly the better player or spin.
Yeah.
If it's pace bowlers, you might bring in Stokes. If it's like I don't know, a mix or whatever, you might bring in Morgan. So I think he's saying that like either himself, Bairstow, or Stokes, any of those can bat at 4, and then you just work from there basically. Muhammad Hussain says, but then you have to sacrifice Jason Roy because in T20 Stokes should bat up the order. I don't know, man. I don't know. He's injured, isn't he? He's out of the New Zealand Test matches as well.
It's ridiculous.
That's a big blow.
I just think I don't know. Like he's playing IPL. It's just like if you got injured playing for England, I'll be like fair enough. And that's another debate.
Yeah, we could do a video on that actually. I think
they're playing too much cricket.
Yeah, I don't know, man. He's getting paid, I guess. I can't blame him. One of the things is just that you're so used to hearing about Jason Roy, Joe Root, Stokes, etc. You end up forgetting about Milan. Yeah, and I think people need to put some respect on his name, man. I mean, he's a quality player, and it's the first time he played in India, which is why people were giving him stick. But that's the whole point. It was his first time playing in India. Can't expect him to just hit the ground running straight away. It's pretty tough to do so.
100% for It's interesting. It's interesting. I think we'll see how England do in the World Cup, but the players are getting some good IPL experience. But Milan, has he got an IPL contract?
Yeah, he's playing for Kings 11 Punjab. Has he played a single game? I haven't been watching, so I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Well, apparently, according to people who are more in the know, they said that he would struggle to get a game because they have Poran and Gale at 3 and 4.
Oh.
So, because Gale's been batting at 3 nowadays,
but he's the number 1 ranked player, and he
I know. I would play Milan over Gale, but I guess Gale's got experience in the IPL and in those conditions, maybe.
Yeah.
But the only way Milan's going to improve is by putting him in those conditions. But I guess IPL's all results driven base, isn't it? So they don't care. Jimmy 231 says Milan hasn't got a game yet, which is crazy to say, isn't it? I mean, that's crazy. Thing is, I was thinking. So normally I say to you, Benny, I've said this to you multiple times that the IPL normally I don't think has a huge bearing on like T20 internationals, but this year it does because obviously it's in India, the T20 World Cup. Like next year it won't because it's in Australia, so it's pretty irrelevant personally. But this year it will because the World Cup T20 is in India. So if you can perform well in the IPL, especially for Indian players who don't have any T20s after, then you need to. If you perform well in that, that's your way into the team. Similarly, Milan, it's good experience for him playing in the same conditions, right? But if he doesn't get a game, it's a bit useless, then, isn't it?
I agree. But I see Billings not getting a game, Livingston not getting a game. But
those guys have played in India before, I think, haven't they?
Yeah, we'll see.
For the IPL. That's a good pull shot from Babar Azam. That's going to be 4 runs towards cow corner. Charges Mulder and pulls that to the boundary. I'm surprised they've opened up with Mulder and the left-arm spinner in Fortune. Williams is a really good bowler and he swings the ball both ways. I'm not sure why they haven't bowled him first, but anyways. G1231 says Gale's getting picked ahead of him. Wow. I mean, I don't know. One of the things says, look, I say Stokes should bat up the order because he's been a flop in T20 internationals because they always send him after number 4. I disagree. And then I genuinely think if you could fit him in higher up, I think you could. But But I don't agree with the fact that he's flopped because he's batted lower down. He's flopped because his form has been poor.
That's true. Very true, Fazan.
He's underperformed in relation to his talent, and that's just the fact of the matter. I think it's harsh to say that England have caused it. It's been him, and I think he'll openly admit it. Mohammed
100%.
Hussain says Stokes can go smashing straight away, but I feel if he bats up the order, he has a real chance of smashing it. Yeah, that's fair enough. The more ball Stokes face, the more dangerous he gets. Yeah, I actually feel the same way about Fakhar Zaman, actually, which is why I think he's.
You think you should open?
Well, no. I was saying in ODIs, I guess that's what I was about to say. That's why I think he's so good in ODIs, is because he has a lot of time to kind of adjust. That's why I'm not still super sold on Fakhar Zaman in T20s, but we can see how he does. He's a very good striker with the ball, so if he does bowl well, is anything behind the line there? That might be a no ball and free hit. Is it a free hit? Oh no, it's not. No, it's not. Close. 5 off the over.
Oh, Dan Evans won.
Oh, good shot.
Sorry.
Babar Azam flicking that round the corner for 4 runs.
That was.
Really good shot. One of those things is, look, Stokes scored a century in the previous IPL because he batted up the order. But Mohammed Hussain, how many centuries did he score? 1? That's what I'm saying. You've got to be consistent. And you can have a flash in the pan. Anyone can. Well, looking at the no ball again, it looks very tight. They keep on checking it. Which makes you think that he's very tight to the line, which he is. That's poor, though, from Mulder because he just drifted onto Babar Azam's pads. And yeah. But have you seen the highlights of the Babar Azam century yet?
Not yet, no.
You should. It's one of the best centuries you'll ever watch. I'm not even joking. Normally, I'm pretty tempered on it, but it's one of the best T20 knocks I've ever seen. It had literally a bit of everything: power hitting, touch and feel, running it down to third man, running Yorkers down to third man for 4, stroke play, everything. It was unbelievable. That's a good over for Pakistan. 9 off it, 13 for 1 off 2 overs, and they need to continue at this rate. And hopefully, as well, we don't lose another wicket. We need these two to put on a partnership because we don't want to take the game deep. We want to make sure that we really go for it and hopefully sort out the match and games sooner rather than later. One of the things is Stokes is the sort of player who can take time, but when he gets going, he's almost unstoppable. Yeah. I mean, he's very talented. I don't disagree with it. Good shot from Fakhar Zaman, and he stopped that away to the boundary. Really, really good shot. He's another player. If he gets going, he's unstoppable as well. I mean, the recent 99 he scored, fair enough. Look at this, swept away. Fakhar Zaman off the off spin of Fortune. Really, really good shot.
Yeah, very good shot from.
Very controlled.
They need to get a good partnership here.
Yeah. Agreed. Don't want to make it hard for ourselves. Just want to tick it along. Well, I say his 50 came in 40 balls, and the next 49 came in 11 balls. Yeah, I saw it against India. It was a very good knock. Very good knock from Ben Stokes at 3 in the ODIs. I think in ODIs going forward, Stokes will probably be at 4 now. I think they'll have Root at 3, Stokes at 4, Butler at 5, and then all Butler and Morgan at 5 and 6, whatever way you want to put it, I think. I think Morgan might become one of those captains who bats lower down the order because even when he's declining, he'll still be in the side because of his captaincy.
Yeah.
What do you think, Benny?
Yeah, agreed. 100%.
Kind of I guess they had it with Dhoni and Imran Khan as well for Pakistan back in the day. Towards the back end of his career, his figures weren't fantastic, but his captaincy was incredible. Same with Dhoni as well for India recently. He retired. Obviously, his batting wasn't fantastic, but he just captained the side really well. Hussain says, we saw in the Ashes Test 2, he scored it really slowly initially, but then he started playing T20 international shots. Yeah, but that was you're talking about the Headingley shot, the Headingley knock, which I don't think we'll ever see him play a knock like that in a test match ever again. I'll be very surprised if he does unbelievable stuff, because that was one of the best knocks you'll see. Thing is, he had to do it single handedly, and he had to bat that way, I think. But thing is, it was just an incredible kind of level of skill. That won't be out. He's come down the track. He's way too far down, so they can appeal for that, but that won't be out. I doubt it.
Agreed.
19 for 1 off 3 overs. Oh, that's Nane. You're saying two different things. You're saying that the guy knows how to finish games, but you said he should open as well. So if he's opening, he's not going to be finishing games, right? I mean, then he's a floater like Butler, who you put in when you need 5 overs, 6, 7 overs at the end. He says so. He just needs to battle the order. So yeah, I mean, I think it's one of the other. So Tart says, "Hey Fazan, is this a 4-match T20? Yeah, it is 4-match T20 series. Because all I know is Babar is doing really good. That's what I know about this white ball series. Yeah, it's a 4-match T20 series. Pakistan are 2-1 up. Babar Azam scored a fantastic 100 in the last match, and 101 did very well as well. Good flick there from Babar Azam. That should be 2. One thing says that he will be. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Venu. I'll send you the highlights for that Babar Azam knock. He hit 100 off 49 balls. It's ridiculous.
Oh wow, that's impressive.
And they're all proper shots as well.
Good fielding there. Oh, another good piece of fielding. Sorry, I think I'm slightly ahead of you.
Sorry. So look, Williams. I like Williams. He's a good bowler actually. I think
Yeah,
he'll
I like
give Ngidi a good run for his money. Yeah, it's good fielding there at short cover from Yanan Milan.
Actually, I know it is quite bad that some of the South African players are off IPL, but it's given some of these players an opportunity to play international cricket.
100%. Well, I say says in T20 international you can face a maximum about 70 balls. Just imagine Stokes facing them. Yeah. It'll be good. So Tart says, how many centuries has he scored in this series? He's scored 1, which is his maiden T20 international 100. Did you know, Venu, which I think is really surprising, that Cody's never scored 100 in T20 internationals? Isn't that surprising?
It is surprising, but I'll take his stats over.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that he scored. I'm not trying to have a go. I'm just saying that but I think that's surprising because I would have expected him to. I guess if he's batting at 3 and 4, it's harder to. But he's going to be opening the batting now going forward for India. So if that's the case, he probably has more of a chance of doing it because he has more balls to face.
Yeah, I'm sure he will. I think in the World Cup he'll score a century.
You think?
As a betting man, yeah, he will.
Maybe. Yeah, he's got unbelievable amount of 50s. I think he's got 28 50s in T20 internationals, which is from 90 games.
That's cool.
Babar Azam has got. He's played 50 T20 internationals. He's scored 17 50s and 100. Bad. One of the things is I don't think Kane Williamson and Joe Root have also not scored a century in T20s. Yeah, they haven't. So Tark says, I'm in the overall series ODI and Test 2 or 3. I genuinely don't know. He scored 1 in. Did he score 1? He scored 1 in the ODIs, and he scored a 9 because he scored 1. And I remember he scored 94. And he did 6 of the last World score 1. So I think he scored 100 there. Then he scored 100 in T20s. In the Test matches, I don't actually know if he scored 1 actually. I think he scored 50s. I'll have a look for you, Tark, because there's so much cricket going on. It's a free hit. Woohoo! Can't wait for this. Come on, 6, please. Oh, that's a wide.
I need to head off now.
Okay.
Cool. I'll see you later on. Yeah.
Yeah, see you know.
Yes, in a bit. Bye.
Right. I'll have a look though if you said yeah, Mohammed saying I don't think Kane Williamson and Joe Root have scored centuries either. So let's have a look though at the results. Another free hit because that was a wide. Williams running into Fuckers Amon, put him away. Oh, didn't. Yeah, so Babar Azam scored 103 in the first ODI, and then I think, yeah, so that's one. He scored one in the T20. Test matches. We didn't play any test matches. So there have been no test matches in South Africa. It's only ODI and T20 series. So, Mohammed Stain says, I think Pakistan should rest Shaheen Babar Azam for Zimbabwe series. I think they should rest Shaheen Afridi. I think they should rest Mohammed Rizwan. I think Babar Azam, if he's in good form, I think you just keep him. He's the captain as well, but he'll know better than anyone. But you don't want to burn him out. I agree. So maybe you give him. Don't rest him for the whole series. Maybe rest him for one or two of the games because we should win them like pretty easily. Hopefully, anyway. So Totis Barber can convert. Yeah, he can. So South Africa were 30 for 1. Pakistan are now 27 for 1. So they're slightly behind. Guys in the chat as well, thank you very much for joining. Please do remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It really does help the channel to grow. And I want to get as many people involved as possible. And you're all legends as well for joining. I really appreciate it. Thank you for doing so. So Pakistan are going at a good spot here, aren't they? They definitely are. I'm pretty impressed with how they bowled, and hopefully we can now follow it up. Mohammed Rizwan went cheaply. He scored 70 in the first and then went cheaply again for 0. I think he got 70-0, 70-0. So consistent to say the least. Honestly, says, look, we have the PSL coming up in an English series. Yeah, we do. We've got, I think we also have Australia as well. We've got Australia and I think Sri Lanka, I want to say. But yeah. One of the things there's a few other series before the World Cup too. That's a huge shot for Pakistan. That should be 6. Yes, it is. He swung that away to the cow corner boundary for 6 off Fortune. 8 off the first 2 balls here. Fakhar Zaman has just hit a huge 6 here. He's starting to tee off here. 22 off 14. Let's see. I'm hoping that he still is rotating the strike, getting your 1s and 2s. Don't be too reckless though, Fakhar Zaman. But very good shot. On the saying says it will be really hectic. It will be. So I think people need to be rested at times. I agree 100%. Tatar says 2 centuries is really good. We are still waiting for Kohli to score a century since the last 500 days plus. And that's another 6 from Fakhar Zaman's back-to-back 6s. That's a big boy shot. He has hit that over wide mid-on for 6. And Pakistan has started to motor here. And Fakhar Zaman is doing the same. Have a look here. Fortune just being a bit one-dimensional, and Fakhar Zaman into his arc again. It's a 77-meter 6 just over the boundary, but it's enough on it, and it's a good strike from the man in form in Fakhar Zaman. Yeah, 2 centuries is pretty good. 2 centuries from it would be 2 centuries. Obviously, we're still playing this game, but I don't think he's going to score one here. So let's say 2 centuries from 7 matches is a pretty good return. Plus, I think he scored 250, so 200s and 250s from 7 matches is a damn good, to be fair. So Babar Azam's been in good form. We've had 15 off the over so far, 2 balls remaining. Babar Azam on strike. He comes down the ground and punches it into the offside. Looks to run a single, but no single available as it's straight to the fielder. Last ball of the over here, and he's saying, "Come on, I can run that." Fakhar Zaman's like, "Nah, mate, that's not happening." And if he doesn't think it's a single, then I guess there's no point running it. Babar Azam is very quick between the wickets. Fakhar Zaman is pretty good as well, but Mohammed Rizwan is a lot better. So he enjoys, I think, batting with Mohammed Rizwan when they can run between the wickets quickly and get those quick singles. A single there to finish the over, and a very good over for Pakistan. That is 16 off the over, so a big over for Pakistan. 43 for 1 off 5 overs. And more of that, please, from the men in green. Williams, I think, so Fortune's bowled 3 overs for 26. It's interesting they've got through his overs, quite quickly. Actually, I wonder why. It's interesting that they've gone with a spin-heavy attack here today. Have South Africa, which I thought was quite a surprising tactic, but maybe they thought, I guess, someone like Babar Azam can be. Oh, that's a big shot. That is a big shot from Babar Azam. He's given that almighty whack as Babar Azam down the ground, 1 bounce 4. Off the first ball, Williams is over. So they've got Williams, Magala, Feliqueo, and Muller. So that's 4 seamers, Mulder, sorry, even. And they've also got 3 spinners. So 7 bowlers. That's a lot of bowlers. Yeah, Babar Azam just picking that up on the length almost, hitting on the up and just slapping it really over Williams' head for 4. Almost like a baseball type shot from Babar Azam. This time he goes again. This time it's 4 runs once again, back-to-back 4s. And Babar Azam looks like he also wants to tee off here. Back-to-back boundaries and 8 off the first 2 balls here for Pakistan. It's in the slot. It's a slight turn of the hands from Babar Azam there. And but he'll take it. He'll take it. Good shot. Oh, no run there. Straight to the fielder. Trying to just punch it towards mid-on. It's interesting, isn't it? Because even these batsmen, when they're so good, if they slightly lose their shape, most of the time they're okay because it's just the track seems to be stopping slightly. Could be wrong, but I think it is. Well, this time they do run a single to that man who he pulls towards mid-on. And it's 52 for 1 off 5.4 overs and 9 off the over so far. So a very good over for Pakistan, and they'll continue to motor here, hopefully. I want us to get this in pretty good time, please. Right. Babar Azam is 29 off 16, Babar Azam 20 off 17. These two have started to pick up the pace, which is interesting, I think, at this stage. They don't seem to be wanting to hang about too much. And that will be 4 runs, I think. I think that's a misfield. Is it 4 runs? Yes, it is. Really good. That is a strong shot from Fakhar Zaman. He just punched that down the ground. I don't know whether it's Markram. It wasn't Markram. It was the other fielder who misfielded it. I don't know whether he misfielded it or if it was just too powerful. It's a really good shot from Fakhar Zaman. It's run away. Oh, it's on his left hand and it's missed that and gone down for 4. Really good shot from Fakhar Zaman, though it was. And it's a big over again here for Pakistan. Mohammed Hussain says, if I'm concerned about anything other than the unpredictability of Pakistan's batting, it's our batting and ODIs. Yeah, we've got a weak middle order. Needs to be sorted pretty quickly. And I agree. To be honest with you, I agree. Couldn't agree more. There's some very simple fixes, just whether Pakistan want to do it, really. 57 for 1 off 6 overs. Horace Sahel needs to be in there. Averages 50 in the last 2 years. He's got to be in that middle order. Yeah. Well, the saying says, I mean, if we're going to compete with England in the ODI series, we'll have to score way more than 320s. Depends what tracks they put out, really, on this thing. If they're flat tracks, then yeah, I think 320 plus is what you're going to be looking at. But if not, then no, it just depends on the track. But do we have the power at the bottom? Maybe not. That's probably what you're more asking about. Like in the latter overs, do we? I think if Babar Azam goes to the end, he will. Who else has it? I mean, Shadab has a little bit as well. Imad Wasim, I think we really need him for power hitting down the order, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. Asif Ali, no. Horace Sahel can go, but I think he needs to be in there in the middle order at 4 for sure. 4 or 5. He's got to be in there. I think Horace Sahel. Left-hander as well. and he averages 50 in the last 2 years. Sorry, so it's a no-brainer really. Having a look at the South Africa core. I'm going to say core card. The South Africa scorecard, even sorry, South Africa scorecard. Interesting stuff, let's say, from South Africa. They won't be too happy with how they went. Oh, he's pulled that away. Babar Azam gets away with it. Runs down to a deep square leg. Hamza Stain says this team can't score more than 80, 90 runs in the last 10 overs. They're talking ODIs. Maybe not. Oh, that's chopped away from Pockets one. That might be 6, you know. That is. Oh my gosh. That's an out of control shot. He's just chopped that really over deep backward point for 6. Honestly, so we can't do what India does in the last 10. Yeah, they've got some really big power hitters. So, but look, I think what you need to also realize on the Stain is that different teams play in different ways. Oh, that's a big boy shot. Whoa. Hawkins one has so the first one was really an out of control shot where that goes over backward point for 6. This one, he's just uppercuts it over backward point for 6. That's a ridiculous shot. It's 47 or 21. He is just teeing off it. This is a big shot. So he says they can easily go past 120 odd runs in the last 10. Yeah, they can, but I think with Pakistan we have to flip it a little bit, kind of maybe adopt slightly what England do. Whereas where we have Pakistan Imam al Haq, right? If Pakistan bats long, we know we'll get a big score. It's simple as that. We really will. We can't just rely on him. So I think that's a good combination at the top. Then you got Babar Azam. I think you have Mohammad Rizwan, Haris Sahel. Then it's just a 6-7 who you're going to have. I think Ahmad Wasim should be at 7. At 6, you have Shadab Khan. That's potentially too high for him. But if he's going to bat like I know he can bat inconsistently, then he'll get you runs and he can hit a long ball as well. I don't know. Otherwise, you put someone else there, maybe. It's a no ball, it's a free hit. So this is a very expensive over from Magala. He has not had a very good series, Magala. It's been very, very expensive, this introduction to international cricket in the T20s. I feel quite bad for him because you can see there's quality there, but he's just been too inconsistent. Magala running in here, it's a free hit, the slower ball bouncer, hits Fakazman on the helmet, and he will run a single, which will be a bye. Or leg bye, sorry, even. I'm say this. So what I'm trying to say is that we will need at least 250, 260 until the 40th over. I don't agree with that. Why? I think we can have 230 and that's fine. We can go at 8. We can get 80 in the last 10. So that's 310. If we have 230, 240, that's fine. Honestly, says fucker. Imam, Babar is one. At least 2 of them can bat at the strike rate of 100, then we might be able to do it. Yeah, and they will be able to. If Fakir Zaman bats long enough, he will. If Babar Azam bats long enough, he'll probably bat there or thereabouts. Rizwan definitely will if he stays in long enough. So, yeah. Right, Fakir Zaman just getting his head checked for concussion because of the helmet. He's having a laugh with the doc. Thank you as well, everyone, for tuning in. Please do remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It really, really does help. And get the notification bell as well to get alerts to all the new videos. Quite a few different types of videos that I'll be releasing soon, so I'm looking forward to doing that. So keep an eye out for it as well. Pakistan in a very good spot here. They really are. I'm looking forward to seeing if we can get the score quickly. I'd like us to get it quickly. I mean, at this rate, we'll get it in 13, 14 overs. Mohammed States is in the World Cup and 2019 World Cup against England. We did score about 250 runs till the 40th over. Yeah, which is fine. And I think nowadays we'll be able to score quicker in the last 10. He says, so it's something we have done before. Yeah, well, I agree. It is possible, 100%. 1,000,000,000,000%. Right, let's see how this goes now. I'm hoping that Pakistan can just continue to motor here. That would be good. That would be good. Right, Magala running in here. Oh, that's a wide delivery. And that will be another extra. This has been a really poor over, by the way. It's been, so we've got 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 off the over. 18 off the over. 16 of which will show on his figures. So this has been a pretty poor bowling from Magala. Right, come on then, Barber. I just feel like I just want to see Barber just hit him over his head for 6, to be honest with you. But I don't know if it's going to happen. He might get cleaned up. Oh, that's a good shot from Babar Azam. Just leans over his front pad and tucks it into the leg side for a single. And it's 75 for 1 of 7 overs. Pakistan in control here. And we see at home is the question. We need 70 from 71 balls. The required run rate is below 6. Wow. One of the things is our ODI bowling doesn't seem that lethal on paper either. I mean, Haris roll for Muhammad Hasnain. Shadab is out of form. Bowler is a new captain. England will be ruthless. It's fine, man. Chill. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Look, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. As a Pakistan fan, the biggest thing I'm worried about is Test cricket this year and the T20 World Cup. And prepping for it. If we lose the ODI series to England, I'm not too fussed. If we play well in the T20s, I'm happy. And normally I wouldn't say that, but I'm saying it because now we're in April, starting in October, we need to be looking towards that World Cup now, and really putting together a team. So yes, ODI cricket is something we need to be looking into as well. There's 2 years until the World Cup, so it's something we should be trying to adjust. But I think personally, like T20 cricket at the moment this year, because we've got T20 World Cup this year and next year, it's quite important. Then I think next year, I think there'll be more of an emphasis on ODI and T20 cricket, because 2023 will be crazy. That ODI World Cup in India is. I'm really interested to see how we do there. But I agree, we need to be working towards that as well. To be fair, but I'm more intrigued and more worried about how we perform in T20s nowadays. This year, anyway. So looking at South Africa's tour of Pakistan as well, which was in January and February, Pakistan won the Test match series 2-0 and then the T20s 2-1. And looks like we're going to win the ODI series and potentially going to win the T20 series here. So we would have a clean sweep away, home and away against South Africa, which would be fantastic. That's a wide ball from Mulder. Fazan says, I would say our bowling is where our batting was last year. It needs to develop and does seem to be getting better with time. I hope we are at a high level by the time the World Cup arrives. Yeah, I agree. I think Mohammed Snain will only get better. He's young. We also have who else? I mean, Hassan Ali will get better as well with age. Yeah. His model running in. Oh, okay. Honest Thing says, I think this England series will be the real test if we compete there. I don't think so. Also, think about it, Honest Thing, as well. Like, realistically, the World Cup, ODI World Cup's going to be in India. The conditions are completely different. I think it's a good test for us, but I don't think it's a real test. I don't think this is the best test of how good we are going to be in ODI cricket. Because, like, if this was before the 2019 World Cup, I'd say yes, but it's not. It's different conditions, and Fakazman gets his 50 in fantastic fashion, 50 off 27, and really good knock from him. Then we have a chance of doing well anywhere in limited overs cricket. Thing is, right, you have to remember as well that T20 cricket and ODI cricket is still different. And when I say it's still different, I mean, like, yes, there are parts of the game that kind of transcend, but as the years go on, ODI cricket and T20 cricket is becoming different. And you have players that are just good in T20s, just good in ODIs. So I think you need to be careful as well of saying, like, if we play well in ODIs, we'll play well in the T20 World Cup. Well, that's not how it works. Two different disciplines now that you need to concentrate on. So I think there needs to be that type of thinking behind it, which is why sometimes you'll have a different captain for all three formats. Fazan says, as I see in other sports, the Pakistan team was going through a rebuild phase over the last couple of years. Let's hope they stick with these core players and build a strong team. Yeah, I agree. I think there's some core players in there. Babar Azam, Mohammed is one now, I think, as well. Who else? Shaheen Afridi, Fahim Ashraf, I would say. Hassan Ali is in there. I think the other one really is Shadab Khan. But I think the only thing about Shadab Khan is his bowling, as Mohammed Hasnain really alluded to, which is correct, has unfortunately not got much better. It's actually probably, I don't think it's got worse. Maybe, it's poor fielding from Lind. But it's probably just stalled, and he needs to improve it and get it consistent because he's not good enough just as an out and out batsman. He needs to become more consistent with his batting as well. He really does. Right. So fourth first ball. So that'll be a wide as well. Shamsi, I think, will be very frustrated with that. I'm saying I'm not saying that ODI performance in England will predict how we do in the World Cup 21. Okay, fair enough. Nice. I get you. Oh, that's the only thing. It's just that England and the benchmark. I would actually say, and it pains me to say it, but I'd actually say India are, I think, unfortunately. Yeah. I'd say India at the moment, unfortunately. And as the World Cup, there's going to be a T20 World Cup and a 50 over World Cup in India. If we could play, that'd be great. But unfortunately, we're not allowed in the country, which is just crazy. Crazy. But anyways, 54 of 29 for Fakir Zaman, 55 of 30 now, even, sorry. And Pakistan are just ticking along really nicely here, actually, if I'm being honest with you, which is really good to see. Fazan Khan says, why is Shamsi only coming on now? Wouldn't you have brought him on earlier? Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe bring him on earlier. I think the issue with bringing him on early is you expose him to the power play. I don't think they want to expose him to the power play. Shamsi, that is. but I don't know. 87 for 1, 8.4 overs. That's a good shot from Babar Azam, and that'll be 4 runs. So this is becoming a very good over, and he's so strong. Square of the wicket is Babar Azam. That's too short from Shamsi, giving him width as well. Not good. Mohammed saying says India and ODI is still not as good as England. Yeah, maybe. I mean, to be fair, England are the World Cup champions, so I think it's quite hard to go against them, probably, isn't it? Right, so 12 off that over, that first over from Shamsi. That's a very good start for us. He's the number 1 T20 bowler in the world, so I'm not too unhappy with that. One thing says maybe in India, maybe India is better in T20 internationals, but it's because England has so many batsmen that it's difficult to make a perfect batting order lineup. I mean, yeah, fair enough. I agree. Right, Pakistan are 92 for 1 of 9 overs, so I should probably update the scoreboard. That'd be a good start, wouldn't it? Babar Azam is 60 off 32, and Babar Azam is 24 off 22. Venu, do you have access to the stream? Are you in as a user or not?
Yeah, I am.
So you can control stuff, can you?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you mind if I need to quickly make a call for 5 minutes?
Yeah,
okay?
that's all right. Yeah, of course.
I'll only be 5 minutes.
I'll study the ship.
Yeah, go for it. I'll only be 5 minutes in here.
Yeah. Hi everyone. So I'm just going to take over for now. So looks like Babar Azam just got out for 60. So the quality innings. Looks like Pakistan should win this. And Mohammed Hussain says, I think this T20 lineup for Pakistan is really good. Yeah, and I was saying to Fazan before that Pakistan are I think they should make the semis for the World Cup later on this year, and they could win this. The phrase they're one of the dark horses to win the tournament. I think they honestly are. And Mohammed Hussain, Thacker at 3, doing a good job. Yeah, so that's he just got out, but yeah, I think he's done well for himself, and I think he'll be a number 3 for a while longer for Pakistan. Fazan Khan says, "How the quality you've lost? Have you lost weight? You look different." Yes, so I've just magically lost weight. No, I haven't. I've just I'm Benny. I've just taken over from Fazan. I think he's doing a video call at the moment. Keep the comments coming. By the way, the viewers, the 2 people who are watching right now, do you think as a Pakistan fan, I think both of you are, how well do you want to do in the World Cup later on this year in India? Do you want to get to the final, the semis? What would you be happy with? Would you be happy with a win, a finalist, a semi-finalist? I think you guys can get to the semi-finals at least. At least. What do you guys think? Let me know. So Hafiz just smashed his first ball for 4. Oh, and cleverly just rotates there. So Mohammed Hussain says, I don't want to get our hopes high, but after this series, you've just beaten South Africa in their backyard. It looks like it's going to be 3-1. Don't see how you can lose this now, unless it's some sort of you do who did it yesterday. Sunriser Hyderabad completely collapsed yesterday, so you never know. But looks like you should win this one. Anything Fazan Khan says, anything less than the semis would not be good. Would not be good. Yeah, I agree. I think you guys should make the semis at least. And you just got to put in the hard work from Mohamed Hussein. I agree. And be the dark horses. I agree. Definitely. So Babar needs to make sure he's in to the end of the innings now. That's really important. Babar has to stay in. So World Cup 19, we should have reached the semis. Yes, I was there when West Indies beat you guys, and if that was quite a big game. If you guys won it, you would have beaten the semis, and you guys would have had a good shout to win that, actually, considering you beat England during the group stages. But you didn't, and it really broke my heart. Yeah, I'm sure it broke a lot of Pakistani fans' hearts as well. And can I just say something? Babar Azam's just got out now, so looks like we might be in for a heartbreak today. Who knows? Who knows? So Williams there. But what? You guys just need singles. What's going on here? This is 2 wickets in 1 over. This is a big over from South Africa. And 2 big wickets here. And Fazan Khan says, and then a lot will also depend on pitches. And let's be honest, on the ICC as well. It's an ICC's best interest that India wins in terms of money, of course. ICC, sometimes known as the BCCI. And if India wins, then bring a lot of money. But I hopefully they don't doctor the pitches to benefit India. But there are a lot of teams will benefit on Indian pitches. Like they've got some good spin bowlers. So Babar Azam, that was quite a silly shot. Didn't know why he played that. There is a reason, just from Fazan Khan, that why the big 3 have hosted the last 2 major IC tournaments and are hosting the next 2, I believe. Yeah, it's all about money. It's a shame, that it should be in, these lesser known countries just to raise the profile cricket in that country. Pakistan doing a Pakistan, agreed, and we beat Pakistan, New Zealand, South Africa. Yeah, 3 big teams. So Hyder Ali in here, hopefully. Probably have 14 matches. Oh, that's interesting. So Mehmet Hussain says, I generally thought before World Cup 19 we'll lose only to England and India. That's true. Very true. You're a very good, solid team. What was Babar Azam doing there? That was such a shocking shot from him. It's not catching practice. Come on. There is no... What was that? Oh, Fizan's back. Hi, Fizan. Welcome. Welcome back. You just missed 2 wickets in the Williams over. 2 big wickets. But you guys should I think Fizan's back on a call. So Fizan Khan says, I would have loved the T20 World Cups being Sri Lanka or the West Indies. The whole island environment T20 seems to be good for. I agree. Hopefully we'll come back to Sri Lanka. Just Sri Lanka. I don't want this tournament just be Sri Lanka, India, Bangladesh, Pakistan. No, I think it should just be in Sri Lanka or just in the West Indies. I agree, 100%. Or even it's lesser known, if they can do it in the these associate nations like Ireland or Kenya. I think there's Canada, USA. Have it in USA. Why not? Mohamed Hussain says, I said a few days before this guy Williams is really good. I agree. Yeah. Williams seems to be a good name for sport people. The Williams sisters completely dominated the tennis. Who knows? This Williams guy might dominate cricket. You don't know. He's making it happen today. He is definitely making it happen today. Shamsi bowling good over so far. All right, Fizan.
Oh, okay. I'll let you lead.
You missed 2 big wickets there, Fizan.
Yeah, I was
2
watching
set
it.
batsmen. That's a shocking shot from Babar Azam, wasn't it? What was he doing?
Why? I think we're trying to uppercut it for 6, wasn't he? I think.
Yeah, but why? You guys need just stay into the end.
I think this is all trying to be playing slightly more aggressive brand of cricket. Fuckers Man played well, 60 off 34 balls.
Yeah, it was very good innings, and I think Babar Azam played a supporting role for him, didn't he?
Yeah.
I was saying about what you guys seem to gonna win this match, and it's impressive 3-1 the series victory away at South Africa. So you're in good position for the World Cup, I believe, and I will think the semis probably where you least expected Pakistan to get to the semis. I think.
Oh really? Okay.
What do you think, Fizan? Would you be happy to get to the semis? Or realistically, what do you think you guys would get?
I'd be happy to get to the semis. Yeah. I think that's probably where we'll be aiming to get to there.
Yeah.
Kind of push on. I would be surprised if we get to the final and win it, but yeah, semis would be good.
So Mohammed Hussain says, I wanted to ask you about that guy Pathan Nissanka. Fizan, what do you think about him?
Class player. He's going to be one of Sri Lanka's best players on 3 formats, I reckon. What do you think, Benny?
Yeah, I agree, and it's nice to see some young players coming through. He's only 22. He's soon to be 23, but yeah, he looks good. He looks very good, and he hit his 100 already for the test against West Indies on debut. So yeah, he looks quality, and I think he could really do well in all 3 formats. And it's good to see some quality players coming through the Sri Lanka system.
I agree.
So next comment from Fizan Khan. He wanted to give Hafiz some time in the middle for this tour.
It's all about Babar Azam getting out.
Babar Azam, yeah, okay. But you got to win a cricket match. It's not about, I'm going to give my mate some time in the middle.
I think he's taking the mick, Benny. Benny is like making sure that
this guy has an average of 16 first class. Yes, I think that's believed Nissanka. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Mickey Arthur really supported Babar early in his career. And I'm sure that he'll support Nissanka too. Let's hope so. Mickey Arthur seems to be quite a good coach.
He's really good.
But I know he had his issues with Australia. But I think there was kind of a culture there. Was it Australia where?
Do you know why?
I think he was quite strict with them, or I think there was that core players that seemed quite toxic. Before the Sandpaper Gate. I think I may be wrong, but I think he was part of Australia.
Is it because they didn't like that his shorts were so short?
Probably that. Oh, is that out? Is that out?
Oh, good my
goodness!
I thought it was going to be 4.
Is there another twist to this tale?
Oh no, is there a wicket? Am I behind? Oh no.
So, shall I pause it for a bit?
If you can pause it, yeah, go for it.
I can't pause it.
It's alright, it doesn't matter. You can you just commentate, it's fine.
But Hyder Ali just trying to flick it for 6, but straight to the man.
Can I say something? Do you know how many times he gets out like this?
I don't know.
He gets out like this a lot. And it's the same shot as well, trying to flick over mid wicket for 6.
South Africa are in this, mate. I'm telling you.
What are we doing?
Hyder Ali 3, caught Fortune bowled Palaquaya.
Can I ask? We need to go at 4 and over. Why are we? Why trying to flick that for 6? Just look. There's a massive gap in the leg side where you can just tuck it in there for a single or 2. It's just stupid. It's mindless cricket.
Asif Ali in at the moment. Fizan can Mickey Arthur back, please? Well, I'm sure your current coaches are doing a good job.
Misbah's okay. It's alright.
Babar has really average tests early in his career, but he's really improved. That's for sure. I remember Hussain says, but Nissanka looked like he belonged in the arena. He does, but hopefully, he he doesn't get mismanaged, because we've seen
Agreed.
many young Sri Lankan players that look good, but they get mismanaged, and yeah. And he gets out 4
110%.
deliveries. I mean, that's Hyder Ali. Yeah, catching practice
Yeah, he
indeed.
does.
Babar
That's
Azam
shocking.
and Hyder Ali giving catching practice to Africa. Just,
The hydraulic, that's what Mohammed Hafiz just did there is what we need to do. Just hit it on the floor, man. We need 40 off how many overs?
agreed,
Like,
John. Agreed.
crazy.
Mohamed Hussein, he's such a good cricketer, but he keeps on making these mistakes.
It's a mentality thing.
It is a mentality thing. The more I watch Hyder Ali, the more it stops me. Typical Pakistani youngster just swings at everything all the time and doesn't seem to learn from his mistakes.
Yeah, I agree. Fazan,
Just the match situation, like
Fazan's think alike. Yeah, I agree. What are you going to say, Benny?
yeah, just keep, as you're saying, Fazan, just on the ground, singles. I mean, the bad ball, just tonk it before, and along the ground.
Legit, Benny. Legit.
And Mohamed Hussein says, how long can we keep him on the team? I think that's for you, Fazan. What do you think? I think this is for Hyder Ali, right?
Yeah, I think you need to keep him for at least another series because he's very young. I think we need to look after him, and I think down the order is where he should be. In the PSL, he did well there. I think the issue with him is, as people are alluding to, he bats kind of one pace, and in this scenario, it's a good chance for him to get a not out, just see us home, and go at a strike rate of 130 and that 120, 130, and that's fine because that's all the game needs. They don't need more than that. I guess he needs to just improve a little bit of his intelligence and his mentality of how to play. Like, we know he's got all the shots in the book and he's a big hitter, but I think he needs to improve and realize that I need to be scoring, rotating the strike better with ones and twos and looking to hit gaps rather than just everything has to be 4 and 6 or no run. I think so. And that's for a lot of youngsters, to be fair, but I'd give him a few more games at least and kind of look after him.
Yeah, that's for sure. And I think, what is series coming up leading to the World Cup? Do you know?
So we've got so England are coming to us for 2 T20s, but then we're also going to England in the summer for ODIs and T20s.
Oh, that's good news. Yeah, that's
We'll
fantastic.
be here in July, I think.
Oh wow, we'll definitely be live streaming. That's for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, that'd be good preparation. I'm sure Hyder Ali will play for those series. Is that what you think?
Probably. I mean,
who else will come in for him? Sorry, if he doesn't perform.
That's the issue. I don't know.
Okay, fair enough.
Because we have an issue with 5 and 6 at the moment.
Yeah.
So, that there.
So Fazan Khan, he says he's batting for fees, just wanting to do what he's doing.
Yeah.
Yes, we shall see and watch him. Yep. And Mohamed Hasnain, I'm admirer of his batting, but you can't keep getting away with this. 100%. And he needs to learn it quickly from Mohamed Hussein as well.
Yeah, he's young, but he needs to. I think you can't make the same mistake over and over and over again and not expect to get punished for it, really. And he's been punished in the way that he's got out a lot by doing it. And also the fact that he, his stats look pretty poor now, and
Agreed.
that kind of reflects. Guys in the chat as well, please do remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel. It really does help. And click the notification bell as well. You're all legends. Ben, you're doing a very good job.
Thanks, mate.
It's 107 for 4. So what we need 38 off 8 overs.
Yeah, the card run rate is creeping up to 5.
Yeah, but creeping up. If it creeps anywhere below 7, it's fine. I think so. This is as long as we bat the next, 6 overs, we'll get it easily. Unless somehow South Africa bowl some unbelievable deliveries and bowl like 3 maidens in a row. We're making it hard for ourselves as per usual. The last match was so good to watch because it was so comfortable and such a good
clinical,
win.
wasn't it? Clinical
it was so clinical. It's so un-Pakistani like, but it was so good to watch.
This is back to typical Pakistan, isn't it?
Yeah, classic.
Making it hard, but it looks like you're still going to get over the line. So
hopefully,
unless a wicket falls soon.
Lynn's bowling well here.
He is
very
good over here.
Yeah, I'm very good over. Just darting in, isn't he?
Yeah. Is he an all-rounder, Lind? He must.
Yeah, he is. He's an all-rounder. Yeah.
South Africa, mate. You look at the players away, like Miller played really well the other day. Is Chris Morris in the South African first team?
So he was a few years back. I think he went because of Kolpak, but he's put himself as available. So they've
For the
got
World
Chris
Cup?
Morris,
Ooh.
AB de Villiers potentially as well.
What, for the World Cup?
Yeah, Faf du Plessis. Dude, they've got stacked batting. You know that. I don't know how they're going to fit everyone in because
The Cock,
like realistically,
Miller.
you've got Milan, Markram, De Kock, Bavuma, who's the captain. So Bavuma's the captain, remember? Duplessis,
Yeah.
AB de Villiers, Miller, Verena, who's quite a good player, but I don't think he'll play. Van der Dussen as well, right? So you've got crazy amount of players. I mean, they've got unbelievable array of players.
Plus, we forgot about the bowling.
Yeah, bowling. I mean, they've got Nortje, Ngidi, Williams, Shamsi, Lind, Maharaj, Fortune. We saw as well. They've got loads of people.
They could do well.
The underrated team.
Yeah. So Mohammed Hussain says Amidi needs to feel the pain of getting out like Steve Smith or Marnus. I guess I think not all players show it on the field. I'm sure he's be hurting inside. And he says, and even Jason Roy just got to himself when he gets out. Yes, he does.
Yeah, but he's ridiculous. He's like a little child. That's not the way to act when you get out.
I agree.
And actually, Mohammed Hussain, if you actually, I don't know if you've seen it, but Steve Smith says when he gets out, he goes back to the changing room and he doesn't even think about it again. He just says it's happened, and you know what he does? He just after the match he'll walk back home from like to the hotel, and after that, out of his head, never thinks about it again. And that's
the way to be.
Yeah, because he's mentally strong, and he doesn't dwell on it. So I think like we need to be careful about thinking about players thinking about getting out too much because you can harm them.
So Fazan Khan says Babar recently said an interview about taking net practice, not playing rash shots in the nets to build that game, their mentality. He needs to tell the rest of the Pakistan team to do that.
Agreed.
What do you think, Fazan?
Agreed. You want to take net seriously because if you don't, then you get into bad habits.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Fazan Khan says, also, now once again, I find myself cheering Asif Ali on. It's hard even though I'm both a Pakistan and ISLU fan. What's that? ISLU?
Islamabad United.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah, Asif Ali is not great, to be honest. Oh no, is that out or was that 6? Oh, what are we doing? Come on, man. Seriously, what are you doing? Why are we doing this? Hafiz is so
This
experienced.
is shocking.
Come on, man. I'm sick of this.
This is I think we spoke to. Oh wait, we'll see. We'll see. I still think Pakistan are my favourites. So
yeah, we will get there. We'll stutter over the line. Like just.
Mohammed Hussain. I think we'll talk about the South Africa batting lineup. I think Bavuma would simply weaken their T20 batting.
I disagree. His strike rate is one. They showed the stats. When he opens, his strike rate is like 160. It was the highest out of Quinton de Kock, Milan, etc. He's a good player. Don't underestimate him. Just because he's not one of those kind of typical power hitters, he's a damn good player. Seriously.
Agreed. Very good player. So Mohammed Hussain continues and says Markram Quinney would be my openers. Quinton de Kock, Markram.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, I agree. Maybe AB de Villiers at 3. 4 Faf du Plessis, 5 Bavuma, 6 Miller.
Benny, what about Van der Dussen?
Oh, right. Van der Dussen the 3. De Villiers 4.
Klaassen as well. Bloody hell, they've got ridiculous players. Anyway, let's get some of these. But given
South Africa's history of winning World Cups, not all the talent, I still want that single dollar on them winning the World Cup. Are they yet to win the World Cup? Is that right?
Huh?
They're yet to win the World Cup.
They've never got to a final.
Oh my goodness. Do you remember that 2015 semi-final? I came round to yours when we watched it.
Against New Zealand, yeah.
And I remember the Villiers was really upset, and because that was their chance, that was their team, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Everyone was saying this is their chance to get to the final.
Yeah, they had Umla, Smith, was it Smith?
De Villiers,
Umla, De Villiers,
Stain,
Stain,
and Morkel Bowling.
Ridiculous.
Mate, they had such a good team.
Well, should we get to these comments? We got quite a few.
Yeah, we got quite a few considering the match situation. Will we really lose this match? We'll see.
No, stop it. Don't say that. Don't say that.
Fazan Khan, why Pakistan? Why? What's going on here? Really? And from Ashtad from Kick It For Us 2.0, Pakistan collapsing. Why can't they just win easily? Agreed. What's going on by Mohammed Hussain, and what's this foolishness from Haris Arshad?
Mr. T in the house. I believe the ball.
Bavuma can't bat this low. Yeah, probably. Cricket For Us 0.2. Haris, this foolishness is actually what Pakistan likes to do. Agreed. 100%. We shall see what's going on now.
100 and what are we? We're 112 for 5.
And if he's going to be captain, who will open? Bavuma, interesting.
He might bat 3. He'll bat in the top 5. Top 4, sorry.
But South Africa, thinking about it, if De Villiers comes back.
But he'll be at 5.
And Morris playing as well, and Miller as well in that team. Right, that's a quality team. Anyway, one more wicket. Yeah. Haris Arshad, one more wicket. We're in big trouble. Agreed. I'm really upset now.
Out. Well, no, that's interesting. I'll be. It's very uppish. Got away with that. From Fahim Ashraf, very uppish.
Yeah, Fahim. Well, Fahim can bat a bit. Asif obviously is a batter. So
yeah.
It's not the end of the world.
Magalo went for 17 in his first dub. He's been so expensive this whole series. I feel bad for him because he's got talent, but he's got slapped everywhere.
Did we get spoiled by the previous match? I think you guys did. As Fazan was saying, it was on Pakistan like.
Well, I just said it was clinical, right? Like, I said, at the halfway stage it should be easy, but I said it depends. If we somehow manage to consistently play 2 consecutive matches, it'll be easy. But if not, like we're doing now, then it's going to be tough, and that's exactly what we're doing right now.
Fazan, have you found Rosa fairly easily?
Rosa fairly easy. It's fasting. Rosa is like each fast. Yeah, it's been okay to be honest with you. Played. We had a net yesterday. Played some tennis. It's okay. I'm playing tomorrow. So guys, check out Benny's free catch up tomorrow. Benny will be doing it with a special guest. I won't be on tomorrow. Benny will be doing it. I've
got Kuma Sangakkara.
Exactly.
So do watch. He's taking.
Oh my days! What the hell are we doing?
I don't know what to say, Fazan. I don't know what to say.
Just oh, come on, man.
Have you seen these videos, these films like where there's self-destruct button or the nuclear code?
You know all he needed to do there was just duck out the way. That's all he had to do. He didn't have to play that. Look at this. He's like, oh, he's like, oh no, where's the ball? Like, what are you doing?
Come on, Mohammed Nawaz, you've got this, mate.
This is rubbish. Ashra will be happy because he really rates Mohammed Nawaz's batting. So let's see if he can actually bat because he seems like he's not able to hold a bat in the last 2 months. Oh, this is shocking.
Let's get through the comments quickly. I mean, from Fazan Khan, Pakistan won the first ODI in this tour in the Pakistani way, and now we've finished last one off in the same way. Well,
yeah, the last ball or something.
We might not win this, you know.
Oh, stop it, Eddie.
Cricket for us 2.0 with De Villiers and Du Plessis come back for the World Cup. There are some questions. There are some rumors about this.
I think Du Plessis will, because commentators were saying, so I think he will come back in, probably. We'll be in the squad anyway. De Villiers, they're talking about De Villiers, I think.
Well, my
I think
issue
De Villiers
is
will say he's available, but I don't know whether.
Well, my issue is that there have been players that have been playing for the last 2 years, making their claim to be in that team. And when you have a player, I know he's a fantastic player, De Villiers, and he just said, all right, I'm available, just because I just want to play this tournament. I think that's wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I think what he should do is then play a series beforehand, at least, or two.
I agree. And
That's
prove
what
himself.
Gale did. Gale said, I want to play in the T20 World Cup," but then he made himself available for the Sri Lanka series, and he left the PSL early. So that was really good to see.
Exactly. And De Villiers, yeah, but he's that good though. You got to admit.
Yeah, he is. He's unbelievable.
So Harris Archer going to go down to the wire. I think this will go to the last over. That's for sure. Have you ever tried fasting venue? Yes, I did it last year once or twice, I think, and I managed. It was difficult, but I managed.
But what you should do one quite soon
Whilst working.
because again we should do one like on Sunday or something because they're going to get longer. They're quite short at the moment. So if you want to do one this year, probably do one on like the weekend or something.
Yeah, I'll let you know. De Villiers can easily play for South Africa. I agree, but I think there is an issue about maybe he should make himself available for series before. That's not. I don't want to see from Mohamed Hussein. I don't want to see Asif Ali in a green shirt ever.
Agreed.
Oh, so many comments. Sorry, we just go through this. Out. Yes. Sanga. Good job, Venny. Thanks, Arshad. This is just rubbish. You need 30 or 30. It's gone up to 6 now.
Well,
Asif Ali is too good for us. Asif Ali proving his critics right. Asif Ali's great. What's all this Asif Ali hate? The greatest batsman. They should send Hassan Ali. Maybe they should.
Ali can whack.
This is 2 jokes. My head hurts. Cricket for us. You're wrong. Asif Ali walks in any side in the world. All this Asif Ali hate. Harris and cricket asked 2.0. Please, everyone like his video. Thank you. And what was Hyder Ali doing? Going crazy on Twitter, lol.
Was he? What was he doing? Know. Oh, people are going crazy.
Going crazy on Twitter. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I imagine.
Well, that's because he flicks it to. He tries to hit. He tries to hit a 6. No, that's Hyder Ali. Hyder Ali's.
Oh, sorry.
He tried to flick the ball to for 6 over deep mid wicket, and he's got out like that 10 times. I've seen him probably. It's crazy, Pakistan.
Can I just say to them?
What a ripper! Wow, I've turned a mile.
When I came on, I think you guys were 1 wicket down, and
yeah, we're cruising.
And cricket's a funny game. In the space of half an hour, it's changed. Good luck, cricket.
Honestly, is Asif Ali the single worst cricketer in the world? That's harsh. That's harsh.
No, that's not. No, he's
not. But he's taking it too far. Oh, come on, Pakistan, win quickly. We need to go and have our neck.
Oh, I forgot about that.
And record some stuff as well.
It's all Venom's fault. He always wants a tight game. Yeah, that's exactly. Venom, get our Pakistan need to win though. You guys will still win, don't worry. Time since last boundary has been 29 minutes. Lol.
Oh, why?
My kid, of course, I know Ashtad. Exactly, Ashtad from Mohamed Hussein. He's doing what? Gabe, what does that mean?
Gabe is from Cricket for Americans, really nice guy. But whichever team he picks tends to always lose. So, if he picks a team for the PSL or the IPL or the CPL or whatever, they tend to just lose. So he's like a phantom, the Grim Reaper, which is quite funny. Right, time since last boundary is 29 minutes. Bloody hell!
But you don't need boundaries. This is the thing. So
no, we don't. We just need singles, man.
Yeah. You're 92 for 1 at one point.
Yeah.
My goodness. So
yeah, we are cruising, man. South Africa collapsed, and we're collapsing as well now.
Yeah.
We're doing exactly the same.
It's funny how scoreboard pressure does this to you.
Yeah, I know.
Benny, are you a bowler or a batsman? Well, I think I'm a bit of an all-rounder now after my performance yesterday for Zan. Wouldn't you agree?
Wherever you want to be, Benny.
Exactly, thank you. Mohamed Hussein mushing it away, whatever that means.
Mush just means that you give bad luck.
Benny, you're being a mush here. Please don't mind it. Okay, we're just kidding. I know, absolutely. 92 for 1. Should we blame Faka or Babar for not staying in, or should we blame the other batsman? Well,
no, other batsmen need to take responsibility. You can't blame someone getting 60 off 35 and then saying, "Oh, why didn't he?" Yeah, he was in, and he'll think to himself, "Why didn't I stay in?" But
Look,
other
92
batsmen
for,
need to step up.
yeah, 92 for 3 when PAK and Babar was out. You still win the driving seat.
Yeah.
So I agree with you,
The
Fazan.
run rate was like 5 and over. Was like 4 point something and over. Come on, man. Well, Fahim Ashraf, that's a good shot. I'm surprised they didn't go for 4 actually.
Who's captain? Is it Clarkson?
Yeah, Klaassen, because
Where's Bavuma? He's off. Gone to IPL.
He's injured. He his hamstring. No.
Oh no.
He wouldn't get. He hasn't. Did you know that Arda Rashid has never got picked up for the IPL?
No, I
Is that
never
not
knew that.
surprising?
That's surprising.
Morgan
why.
was saying on the interview that I watched. Yeah, I said that, but then Moin Ali has, so then it kind of makes me think that maybe it's not. But I don't know. But Morgan said, "I can't believe Arda Rashid's never got picked up in the IPL because he's such a good white ball bowler."
Yeah, I agree. Probably the best one going at the moment. Does a very good job for England. I think if there was no if Arda Rashid didn't play in that World Cup 2 years ago, I think England would have really struggled to win.
Agreed.
And he's quite hard to replace. Whereas the other players, they can be replaced, but you can't really replace Arda Rashid.
Come on, please.
Nawaz needs to hit a couple of boundaries. Agreed. 26 and 21, run rate's creeping up. Moeen Ali picked up for his batting as well. Agreed. Yeah, he can bat as well. Adil Rashid and Zampa are the best wrist spinners. Agreed.
Yeah, 100%.
Am I going to bat during this net?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, I'll drive over. Do you have your old cricket bag? The one you put in your back?
No.
Oh, you got rid of it? Oh,
ripped.
no worries.
Ripped, I think.
Oh, no. That's all right.
I'm stressing out here. Oh, stressing out.
Oh, I was close.
Come on, man. Surely we can't lose this. Surely. This would be like one of the worst losses I've ever seen in my life.
Thoughts on Rashid Khan at Fazan and Reddit? I think he's a quality player and he can bat as well.
Yeah. Quality white ball player.
Mehmet Hussain says Manoa's making it tough on Pakistan himself. Agreed. 4 of 11.
God. Just dropped.
Just short, yeah.
Oh my god.
But playing this way, agreed. And Noah's chat bar. Can't bat.
Well, Ashton, man, what's going on? Why is Usher says Nawaz can bat. I can't see it. He's struggling massively. Oh, this is just poor. This is so poor. Come on, guys, get some singles. They're just trying to hit boundaries. It's just so mindless.
25 of 18 now. Run rate's creeping up
days.
to over 8.
This is crazy. Right, let's update the scoreboard.
So Fazan, how do you do that, Fazan?
I'm doing it now. It's fine. You do the questions.
Okay.
I'll do the scoreboard.
Fazan Khan says, I've actually just stopped watching the game, just listening to you guys in the background. How bad is it? Well, I'll say you guys are still favourite. You need 25 of 18 balls. Fahim and Nawaz are currently in. Mohamed Hasnain, Rashid Khan doesn't play much against top teams, so I don't rate him this high. But I think he should be given opportunity to. And Cricket for Us 2.0, I know, right? I'm so surprised with this. Fulaqueo coming in. I thought Fulaqueo was a pace bowler.
He is.
Oh, he is. Okay.
Mohamed Hasnain, when he says about Rashid Khan, he says here in the World Cup he struggled against every team. But I think in 50 over cricket, he's not as effective. 2020 cricket, he's amazing. And then in ODIs, he's getting better though. As he gets older, he's getting better in ODIs and Test crickets as well. So yeah, Felipe only went for 3 in his first over, and a wicket as well. Bloody hell.
So in the World Cup, he struggled against every team. Did Rashid Khan agreed? Did you see Abbas's 6 wickets? I did not see it.
I've heard about it. I haven't seen it yet.
It
sounds ridiculous. It's got a hat trick as well.
In what game?
County Championship.
Oh, nice.
Mm.
He's a quality player in English conditions.
Yeah, in English conditions, he's a nightmare. That should be 4. Yeah, boy.
Great shot there.
Yeah, boy.
Great shot by
4 runs.
Fulaqueo, come on, mate. You're letting your team down. Come on,
that was a shocking delivery. That's such a bad delivery.
Even I would have hit that for 4.
No, you wouldn't have any. You would have got hit. It would have hit you on the elbows, and you would have been running down the wicket like
Well, would have hit my elbow, gone for 4, so I would take that.
No. Oh my days. Why is Philippe going like, ooh, like that was such a good delivery? It's a rubbish delivery. He's like putting he's like, ooh, that was so close.
I'll be back, Azam.
What? Yeah, it's fine. Right, okay, well, Venu is going to probably have a pee or something and get something to eat, knowing him. He's 124 for 6 off 17.1 overs. And Pakistan are making this into an absolute meal. That should be a wide. That should be a wide. He's given it a wide. Good, good. That's vital runs that we need, to be honest with you, because we're getting absolutely destroyed here. And this is a complete nightmare for Pakistan right now. Okay, for us, 2 points for Fazan. Don't forget to use a super chat. Yeah, God, guys in the chat. I don't even know. Can I even do super chats? I don't even know if I can. Can I? I don't think so. No one wants to do a super chat, do they? Nah. No one wants to give me money. Anyway, thank you very much, though, guys, for tuning in. Please do remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It really does help as well. Let's continue to make it grow and also continue to get the word out there. Thank you, everyone, though, for tuning in. I really do appreciate you all, legends, as well. Pakistan, come on, man. Just get over the line here, please. Please, come on. Come on. Come on. Holstein says, in Pakistan, we can't super chat. Yeah. Yeah, well, that's fine. Don't worry. 19 or 15 needed. And also, I think only until I get to a certain number of subscribers, which I'm, inshallah, going to get 1 point, then, yeah, we can do it. I want to see you on Cricket Magazine, South African one. Yeah, I'd like to be on there, to be honest with you, but I don't. I think I have contacted them. They haven't got back to me. So I contacted them ages ago, though. I don't know. I guess they just don't like me. They don't like me, maybe. Cross 2.0 says, Hussein, I didn't know that. And one of the things says, well, now you know. He says, inshallah, 127 for 6 off 17.4 overs. 18 or 14 needed. Fazan Khan says, Muhammad Hussein, why can't you super chat in Pakistan? Muhammad Hussein says, that guy, Cricket Connoisseur, is good. Yeah, he is. I've had him on the channel. I've had him on the channel for more than 2 videos, about 3 or 4 videos. Both. So one was for the ODI Pakistan versus South Africa series review, and the second one was the England versus India full tour review. So we did a T20 series review, ODI series review, and an England series review. So yeah, check him out. He's really good. He's a nice guy as well. He's just a genuinely really nice guy, and knows his stuff as well. Definitely. Usher says, "Let's use Aaron to our advantage." Venu, should I hand over the reins to you?
No, it's fine. You can keep going.
On this thing, it says, I've got the spelling wrong. Yeah, it's not like that. It's fine. I don't know, man, but he speaks really less. What do you mean?
Who's this?
He speaks really less. What do you mean? Harasasha says, getting difficult for us. He says, even on the Fanatics channel, he speaks really less. Do you mean he doesn't speak a lot? Is that what you mean? 129 for 6 off 18 overs, and 16 needed now of the last 2 overs.
Come on, South Africa.
Oh, shut up, Benny.
Come on.
Why are you doing this? Benny's a hater.
I'm not a hater. I just want.
Honestly, says Aaron. Horace says, how long do you spend the nets? An hour and a half, 2 hours? Honestly says yes. Yeah, Muhammad, well, don't worry. Muhammad Hussein, if you want to hear him talk a lot, I talk a lot anyway, but he talks just as much as me in the videos we did on my channel, so go and check him out. It's the Pakistan South Africa ODI series, as I said, and the England versus India full tour review. He's really good, and we go through it, and I let him speak for as long as he likes. And he's a really nice guy and knows his stuff, and I think he had a lot of views, especially on South Africa and England for sure, and India and Pakistan as well. He's a very knowledgeable guy. Yeah, I've just updated it. It's fun. That's a slower ball. That's a slower ball than Fahim Ashraf completely missing that one. And it's a good delivery there from Magala. Well, the thing says he only speaks when a question is asked, but he summarizes it very well. Yeah, he does. Good guy. That's going to be out. You know that. Oh my gosh. What are we doing? Why are we doing this? Benny, stop. Shut up, Benny. Benny,
It's gonna laugh, mate.
Benny, I'm going to give the reins to you because I'm about to lose my shit. So you can.
Oh, okay, fine. So, of course, mate. So I'm. I'll just let Pizan compose himself. Yes, he does understand his cricket. Venu's back. Back again. Guess who's back? Tell a friend. And the wicket fell. Hey. Come on, South. No, I'm a neutral. Oh. But what are Pakistan doing? Like, what was that shot? You can tell by Fizan's reaction, he's about to explode. But you're really a mush. Maybe I am a mush. I do like mushrooms. I do like mushrooms, especially on pizza. Hassan Ali, you can tonk it. Come on, Hassan. Oh,
Strike rate 212. Oh my days. Flipping hell.
the run rate's going up every ball, ladies and gents. We've got 4 viewers. Come on, subscribe and like to the channel. That's catching practice? Good catch by Markram under the pressure. Honestly, some of the shots, you've got to make Pakistan win now. Come on, just a couple of 4s and you've got it. Come on, Hassan, tonk it.
What is that though? That's just such a bad shot. That's ridiculous. It's almost like he's thinking, should I go forward or back? And he doesn't move his feet and then he just swings the ball for Fahim Ashraf.
You know, we've been critical of who's this bowler who just got the wicket?
Magala.
Otherwise, I'll call you Venumish. You can call me Venumish. I don't mind. I've been called worse. It's quite a good over so far. 0 wicket, 0-0.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see
Very
how
good
the
over.
fifth ball. If he gets another wicket. Oh, they always say the 19th over is the big over.
This has been a very,
Oh, that's
very
a wide.
over.
Is that a wide? Yes, it is a wide. Come on, Pakistan. Achal Shah. Hi, Achal. Hope you're well, mate. Hi, guys. 16 from 8 needed. Typical Pakistan display. Oh, my goodness. Free hit, mate.
Oh, yes, boy. Yes, boy.
That's shocking. You know, I was praising this guy. And now, your last 2 balls, mate, you are shocking. Come on, Hassan. Smash a couple. This is shocking. This is shocking. It's going to be smashed for 6. Watch. Oh, no. It's all right. Probably got a single.
You're still ahead of me. I don't understand. I refreshed it as well. My days.
So, free off that. Basically, free off that 5th ball, basically. 14. Oh, is that another no ball?
There's anything behind the line.
Another free hit. Oh, my goodness.
Please let us win the game, please.
Oh, my goodness. Finish this game already. Benny, you praise a guy and he shows true colors. Benny, what have you done to your hair? Sorry, I've had a haircut, mate. Reno Joseph, you're right, mate. What's going on? I thought Pakistan already win this. Mate, this guy's going to win it for Pakistan because he can't bowl properly.
Venue, I think a child's saying
Oh, my goodness.
I think a child's alluding to your hair being everywhere, not that's being cut.
No.
My days. Right, here we go. I haven't seen it yet, so that's 6, is it? Oh yes, boy. From match winner to
Why
match
can't he
giver.
bowl a prop? He bowled a perfect first four
From
balls.
match winner to match giver. Magala from
What does that
0
make
to
you,
hero.
Mammoth
From
Hussain?
0
Every
to
free
0.
hit today we haven't capitalized. You just capitalized, mate.
Oh
6.
my days.
SA really don't want Pakistan to lose. I agree. 7 of 7.
Oh my days. What is going on?
Nawaz,
You beauty.
you beauty.
But look at Babar Azam, man. He's so happy.
6
He's
of
like,
6.
come on. Finally, someone come back. Oh, Magala's not happy. Smacked the bails off the stumps, but that won't matter.
6 of 6. Still doable, mate.
Yeah, of course it's doable. Right, come on.
Honestly, it's a terrible cricket from South Africa. Well, you could say it's
It is.
terrible cricket from Pakistan as well, for not finishing this off earlier.
Shut up, Manu.
From Rena Josh, yeah, I'm watching this match. For a second, I went outside. Park's going nice. Now I'll come back and see this mess.
It is a
Mark
mess.
Butcher not happy. Of course not. That was a shocking over.
That was a shocking over. Well, you're praising. It's true. You maybe are mush. You're saying how good he is, and then he got completely tonked.
Can Pakistan do it? Both teams want to do so badly. I agree. You're right, Benny. That's a good comment, Achal.
It's
Both
whoever
teams do want to lose. It's like who wants to lose the
at the
most?
least. Yeah, or the least even. Yeah.
The least, sorry. It hurts, but you're right. Come on. Get a wicket. Come on, get a wicket here. Can you defend 6 the last over?
Yeah, of course you can. Depends who it is, though.
God,
If
he at least had to defend 10, it's doable. But come on, that's 6.
you can,
And those
you
2
can
free hits and the wide. I think one ball cost them 9 runs. Oh my, that's shocking. That is shocking. I'm sorry. Oh, got a single there. Good.
Oh, I can't take this. That's Williams. He's a good bowler.
Come on, get a wicket here. Come on, Williams.
Me, how?
Hassan Ali back on strike.
Hostali he'll swing to the hills, you know that.
They got wickets in hand, so why not?
Why not? Because he just needs to get a single or 2. Allow it. I don't want this.
Only 1 sixer required. Yes, Mohammed Hussain. 5 or 5. Yes, Haris Arshad.
Yeah,
we can
5
do
or 5.
maths. Magala, he should be left outside. Don't leave him. If you go back to the team hotel, he's going to walk back to the hotel. That was a shocking. That was a shocking penalty over. Come on, mate.
Oh, mate. Oh, that's classic.
I reckon it's going to be super over, mate. It's going to be super over.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Mate, imagine if it was super over. Magala is good, man.
My stress won't be able to take it.
4 or 4 now. Come on, get a dot ball. Come on.
No, he's tried to whack that. That's a single. 4 or 4.
Everyone's so tense. He helped Pakistan when we needed it. Well, it's not over yet, mate.
Benny's just like, yeah, exactly. Benny's just like, yeah, don't count your chickens yet. Come on, I can't believe this. You know what? I thought to myself, surely this is not going to be close because we chased 200 plus so
4 or
easily.
4, please. Come
Here
on,
you
get
go.
a dot ball.
That's a single. 3 off. No, it's going to be 2. Run 2. That's 2.
Better
That's 2.
than
That's
a
2.
single. Better than a single.
Yeah, boy. 2 off 3 needed. Come on.
Come on, Pakistan. Lose this. Come on.
2 or 3, Harris. Not 2 or 3.
You really want me to hate you? Don't you, Benny? Yes. 3 or 3. 2 or 3.
Right,
come on. Get to last ball, South Africa. Come on. Get a wicket.
I want the runs to come from a thick outside edge running down to third man for 4.
I don't want a wicket. Come on, come on.
Or he goes to pull the ball and it's a top edge for 6. That'd be great. That's like such a typical jammy way to win a match.
Unbelievable. Some people heart is not strong. Pakistan.
Right, come on, boys. Oh, that's interesting. Charles says, "Why does South Africa need a straight long on? Get everyone in."
Jammy for sure.
Right, here we go. He's gonna try and whack this. Oh, what is that dot ball? Oh, mate, what are you doing?
Exactly, Reno. I am 19, and I might get a heart attack. Come on, get a wicket here. Come on. It's a wicket, mate. It's out. What is Nawaz doing? 2 of 2. If Gabe ever support Pakistan, he will die.
That's what he's doing. Yes, boy, 6.
This paper over the cracks. Mohammed Hussain, 22, and I've already got 10 from West Indies. Benny, you're a monster. Pakistan won by 3 wickets. Well done. By this performance, I don't think you're going to make the semis of the World Cup.
Oh, shut up. It's one performance. Allow it.
I'm sorry. You've got to win clinically, and that on better teams, a better South African team would have capitalised there.
Yeah, but we won. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but that was too close to call. You guys should have won it with clinically. Anyway, Chaka, game done. 6. Pakistan win. But we get so lucky. But you live, I will die.
Oh, okay.
South Africa did well there to pull it back, but I think that Magala penalty over was shocking.
Yeah, it was. Vinny, do you want to wrap up?
Yep. Well done, Pakistan, for winning that series 3-1. A good performance for the series. Some good performances overall, and they're looking good for the World Cup later on this year. And thank you for joining. Remember to like and subscribe to Quality Shop. And watch Benny's weekly quick catch up will be on at 2 p.m. and have a special guest on as well. I shall see you
tomorrow.
then.
So that's tomorrow, 2 p.m. UK time, yeah?
Yeah, cool. All right. I shall see you. Mangala, my hero, won this series. So, yeah, Mangala's the man of the match for sure. Agree with Venu. Pakistan has to be clinical. They surely have to talent, but consistency. I agree. You need consistency to go far in the tournament, and that consistency really hurt them in the World Cup 2019. Because
True.
Mangala, man of the match. And on that note, we will end. So bye for now.